Well, it's going to show the starting.
Okay.
I clicked the audio. So these things.
You know, you guys.
It didn't last time.
Yeah, you thought you clicked it last time, and they heard us through break.
You're gonna have to go through the actual options in the gear menu in the top right, and then remember to turn them all back on when we're ready.
Got any error messages or anything over there?
Error messages.
All right, I was just checking, and starting soon. Okay, let's check, see if Facebook.
Sound. I have an advertisement.
Hit it. Run. You are fleet of foot. When running, you move a maximum of 5 times your normal speed instead of 4 times.
It means you run like a scared little girl. Just make sure that you scream like a little girl when you do it.
Hell no, man. I'm gonna use that to get all over the place. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, it was an ad for Thursday Night Football on Twitch.
If you make a long jump, see the jump skill you gain.
And I see the starting soon, so.
All right, and I just put up the little thing for. Did you guys see the other little teaser video?
The audio's live. Yeah.
At 5 times speed. +2 bonus. Long jumps. Can they hear me mumbling on there?
Yep.
Probably.
Cool. Hey guys.
we live? All right, let's do a quick check right quick. And
There we go.
is the audio okay? Can somebody out there? We were having some audio issues last week. We want to make sure. So if somebody that's watching could jump in the chat, and or Sean, if you could text John and let us know how the audio's okay out there. And then we're going to kick this pig.
What does that mean?
It means we're going to get a pig and we're going to kick it.
Peter would like to have a word with you.
All right, 68 Godzilla sound and video is working great. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that.
That's not sir, that's Sean.
Oh, sorry. Sean, sorry. Sorry.
You are doing the Lord's work.
Sir is a gender-neutral term, thank you.
Is it actually now?
I don't know.
I've had
Oh,
this
for God's sake, we're not getting into that.
I've had this debate before, though. It's an interesting
Okay,
one.
so we've already got the first cursing out of the way tonight. Great. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and our loyal viewers, and thank you for joining us once again for the next episode of this wonderful thing we call The Rift. Got a couple of things that we wanted, that I want to do before we get started, and this week's kind of, for all of nerddom, this week has had a couple sad losses. Douglas Rain, who was the voice of Hal in 2001 in A Space Odyssey, he passed away. And of course, as everybody knows, the one and only Stan Lee passed away. And you know, I never got to meet the guy. My nephew, Sean, idolized him, and Stan Lee was very inspirational for Sean choosing his career path. And I know that Stan's influence on then a 7-year-old boy dressed in a Spider-Man costume, and now where Sean is. So, as I said in my personal Facebook posts, Excelsior forevermore. So thank you, Mr. Lee. We definitely will miss you. I also want to give some thanks and some props out to Crit Castle, who was originally going to be the location we were going to shoot from. Unfortunately, things didn't work out, so we weren't able to shoot from there. I have an open invitation to Oz, the owner of Crit Castle, who for some time was going to be part of the madness here. If you ever want to join us, Oz, got a spot right next to Roy for you. You're more than welcome to. I'm not sure what that was. Roy. You know, I got to also bring up the technical issues we had last week. I feel really bad that the first hour we had no audio. We had a great time. I had some great jokes. Some important information was given out, and
None of it.
And only God got to see it.
All we can do is laugh about it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks to those that have stuck by, and everyone that read the note that I put on and jumped ahead an hour and then have watched it. We've had a few people that have watched it, so thank you for that. And let's see. Oh, we have a new intro that for some reason didn't play tonight, and it was actually voiced over by my buddy Troy Duran, and he has got an amazing voice. And I'm going to try and find the right link here. Give me a second. He is a great voice talent. He has done a number of audiobooks that I've already listened to. And if you liked Ready Player One, you really might want to take a look at The First Player by Andrew Novak, and it's narrated by my buddy Troy. So I wanted to throw that out and say thank you to that. Also want to say thank you to my buddy Brian over at the Escape Factory out in Lakewood, Colorado. They're going to be opening up really soon. He's been very supportive and has loaned some equipment and whatnot for us to be able to do what we do. So there we go. Let's have a quick recap of what happened last week. Last week it was found out that mild-mannered Denver Public School supervisor of the custodians, I'm not sure how I could have worded that any more awkwardly.
Totally fine.
Kyle Moore, aka Kai, was played by John. He turns out that he and not so mild-mannered dirtbag Jack
You know who you are.
Or actually, did you see the look on his face? He's like, that's all right.
You got my number.
Had me dialed in.
They were actually deep cover sleeper agents for the Secret Service, belonging to a covert and clandestine section called SPEAR, which is the Special Purpose and Active Response Teams. And
Forgot the emergency part.
did I forget the emergency part? Yeah.
Special purpose.
It's been a week. Words are
Dude,
hard.
I feel that.
Words are hard. I digress. So then Quinn, who is a scientific researcher, played by our buddy Tyler, turns out that the lady that he's been working for was kind of doing a covert interview to possibly recruit him into the SPEAR teams as a field researcher. So hijinks ensued. The team was activated due to a number of quasi-supernatural events that have been happening all around the world, primarily in beautiful Denver, Colorado. As they were coming out of a medical conference, Jane, the lady that Quinn worked for, as she was being activated, she was murdered, just as the rest of the members of her team were showing up, which would be Jack and Kyle. They were able to witness the assassin was trying to get off into a car at the other end of an alley that was
Trying
being,
to get away.
Pardon me?
He was trying to get away. He was trying to get away.
This is a family show.
I was going to say.
This is why I have a
Pretty sure that wasn't what he
warning
was
on the-
doing.
He was trying to get away, and at the end of the alley, they saw that he was being driven by an Asian gang that Kai had witnessed in the Museum of Natural History not 20 minutes earlier. So, events happened. They ran out to investigate, and at the end of it, they missed out on possibly someone or something coming out of one of these supernatural events. Last we left our intrepid adventurers, they were in the Plaza, or the Crown Plaza Hotel lobby in downtown Denver. Now here it is, 2 days later, they're in their secret lair, and they're starting to get some additional information.
Right on.
Can I actually do something in the downtime?
Sure.
Okay. I have the sample that I took from the crater, basically, is what it was from that the seal
Yes.
left behind.
Yes, you do.
I want to see like what kind of scientific equipment the bunker has. We will be renaming that, but for now it's the bunker. Like what kind of scientific equipment it has for me to be able to analyze the sample.
Pretty much it would be, there's very limited in the way of scientific equipment here, but you could reach out to your controller and requisition and have some delivered. What do you need?
I would like a mass spectrometer, a nuclear magnetic resonance imager, a scanning electron microscope, and an inverse light microscope.
Not only do you not have the space for all of that, but you don't have the power available.
Figured as much. So then could I send it and get that data back from control? Because I'm sure they have.
They
science
could,
labs. Like this is very basic material science that I'm doing here.
Could we do it back at your lab?
No, because it's a biology lab.
Oh, okay.
That'd be also part of the issue is that this isn't necessarily my expertise, but I want to work with what I have.
okay. Let me borrow one of your D20s because the GM didn't dig out his dice yet.
I actually have another. What about some sort of remoting solution where, I don't know, you talk to a lab assistant in the main lab and walk them through the steps that you need them to complete?
Well, if control has people for this, they're going to know better than I do what to do with this stuff. But
We do have a facility and a team that would be available in one of the sub-levels out at the Federal Center.
yeah, can I have this sent over there, please, and get some data back from it? I'm looking for anything that doesn't look local to the area, in particular. Anything that doesn't look like concrete or asphalt or whatever the roofing material is.
Sorry. Yes, they absolutely could do that, and
Sure.
you're going to need to put it into some kind of container
Yep, totally fine.
and transport it over there. They'll have they'll have somebody at the gate notified. The guard at the gate will be notified and expecting your arrival.
Perfect. So then I'll put it in any form of like glass, airproof, and light-proof container that we have.
Perfect. Probably the easiest thing would be an old ammo can.
Perfect. So I'll do that and I'll send it off. And then any remaining downtime, I'd like to try and ask one of you guys, hey, can you teach me how to shoot this thing? Because I just kind of have it in my pants and I don't really know what to do with it.
I'm personally hoping for a critical failure.
It's a Glock 20.
During draw.
It's not.
Can one of you guys teach me how to use this thing I've got stuffed in my pants?
Pointed at my
I
crotch.
realize it.
First step, always point
Off to a
the
great
round
start.
at yourself.
First thing you want to make sure is that you have it on safe.
Well, unfortunately, it's a Glock.
Does it not have a safety? I don't
No
know.
external
I don't know.
safety.
Not really.
It doesn't even have like a palm press safety or anything?
No, it's on the tip of the trigger. Not that I know anything about Glocks.
That sounds very unsafe, but cool. All right. Awesome.
The game is not the place to get into firearm safety, but
Well, we have a range inside the bunker. So
yes,
yeah,
actually, I was just going to
We'll
say
take some time to teach him how to do that.
you've got about a 25-meter target pistol range down there.
Perfect.
Yeah, if the kids out in their bunker is actually underneath West High School in Denver.
Wow.
About how far down is that, John? Do you know?
Oh, that'd be about 80 feet underground.
Okay, so it's an old Cold War era bomb shelter. Okay, so
So
you're gonna have some minuses for a little while, but you have the basics. You have the basics.
So I can at least like use the thing without.
Yeah,
blowing
you
the
can
toe off.
you can mostly safely use it. Yes.
Cool.
As long
Awesome.
as you point it away from yourself or any of us, you're okay.
Point. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then any remaining time, I'm gonna read
Don't-
the NDA some more.
Don't shoot it like this. Shoot it like this.
No. Yeah. No. I know that much. My dad.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
military.
No gang banging.
It's a good way to get yourself hit in the face.
With a truck. Additional information that is coming in. There was a second attempt at thieving what's now being called the China tablet from inside. Someone forcibly broke into the Museum of Natural History and got into the back and broke into the vault. Enough security was able to respond quick enough that, again, the attempted thievery was thwarted.
Do we need to make some kind of provisions to protect that, or is that just not something we're worried about?
Actually, we're not sure right now. Since the first attempted thievery, I don't know why I'm saying that, after the first attempt to steal it, the tablet has actually been behaving oddly. What you overheard when you were there before was that
It had energy.
it actually would conduct electricity.
Right.
Now it seems to actually be generating electricity
Producing its own
somehow
power. Okay.
itself, not just conducting it, but it has a much higher charge than it did before.
Okay.
And they're confused and they're trying to make sense of why it's doing that. Some of the researchers on it have asked for assistance, and Dr. Jim Kahn from Spear Science Division is en route to Denver. He will be conversing with you when he gets there.
What was his name again?
Jim Kahn, C-A-A-N.
Okay, because I'm bad with names, so.
CAA.
Okay?
And you said, and he's here to study the tablet, China tablet?
He is specifically coming out to assist in researching the tablet. Anybody else doing anything right now? I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, I think not.
The alert on all of your phones, and Quinn, this will be after you get back from driving out to deliver the box. A couple hours later, you get back. to your secret lair, and the alert notification on all of your phones go off. Alert from control comes in that there is another event beginning to generate approximately 6th Avenue and I-225. We're attempting to narrow it down at this time.
Okay.
Control directs Gamma Team to head to that location, head in that direction expeditiously, and we will give you further instructions or directions en route.
Okay.
God, it's changing. Man.
Yeah. Hey, Control.
Yes. What can I do for you, Kai?
S-
This is Steven.
Steven, since we
It's
generated...
spelled Stefan, but I pronounce it Steven.
Okay. All right,
Good
well,
to know.
be sure that we always call you Steven. We'd actually like to request a name change for the team because we did so in haste last time and we just needed to get moving.
Do you have any idea what a pain in the neck it is for me to redesignate a team? How many lines of code I've got to go through?
But you're amazing at it, and we know
Well,
you
this
can do
is
it.
true. My wushu is strong.
We know. So you'd be happy to do that for us, wouldn't you?
What's the new name for your team?
Pi, the Greek letter pi.
Pi. P-I. Okay, everything's done.
Thank you.
That was easy.
Apparently 0. 0 was the number of line of codes he had to go through and
I
check.
know. It's literally just a dialogue box.
That's not funny, Jackie. Who's this new kid? Okay, I know these other two guys. I don't know you.
Hi, sorry, I'm Quinn Parks. I'm new to the team.
And in answer to your name, excuse me?
I believe we spoke before, actually. You made a Matrix reference last time, and you set all the lights green for us. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Oh, you were with them? Yeah, that was cake.
Yeah.
That was cake.
It was cool, man.
I
Thanks.
just have a macro to do all this stuff.
There
Come
you
on.
go. Yeah, dude.
So are you guys just gonna sit around your secret lair?
No. Team Pi is on the move.
Team Pi rolling out.
Pi is way better than Gamma. One gives you cancer, the other feeds you.
It could also
Hey.
make you the Hulk. So,
Right.
I mean,
But there's only
giant
one Hulk,
green rage
and there's
monsters.
lots of
I don't know.
gamma irradiated cancer patients. So moving
on.
in your favor.
So okay, could have been She-Hulk, but anyways, thanks, Stan.
So we've been dispatched. We
Dispatched.
load up and move out.
We're all jumping in my truck this time again.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. So from do you need a route or are we just gonna go direct? Do you care? Do you?
That's on you guys.
Okay. So from where we are, West High School, I think fastest way, we're probably going to jump up I-70 and come down around from I-225 to get there.
Team Pi. Oh, that's gonna take some getting used to saying. It's a pie.
The pie is fine.
The pie is
We're
fine.
good with the pie.
Yeah. It makes it sound more epic, even.
Okay. Well, I'm changing your handle to Apple. He's Peach, and Jack, he's Cherry.
Oh, man.
That makes sense.
Granted.
You did it to yourself.
Oh my god, yeah, I got myself pretty good on that one. Okay, so as you guys are en route, a good, I don't know, what is your ETA on that? Should we find out?
Going that route, probably about 20 minutes.
I love that you just know that. That's really cool.
So unfortunately, I know traffic in Denver.
Are we taking your truck?
Yeah.
Is that just one bench seat?
No, it's a crew cab.
Oh,
It's a crew cab.
Oh, nice.
Hey, you want to talk about misappropriation of state funds right there.
Yep.
Oh, hey, wait.
City funds.
I sit in the back seat, and while we're there, I start looking into the equipment that he needed. I can source stuff too.
Well, I already sent it out, so I don't need it now.
Oh, that's right. That was the resolution to that. Never mind.
Yeah, plus also, we don't even have the power in the bunker to actually run it, which is fine.
I could get you a generator.
I think we would need more than a generator. We would need City to be like, hey, we're going to send you, like, a lot of extra power.
So do you guys smell that? Do you know where we are?
Oh, God.
What do I smell?
You
Describe
guys are
it
driving
to me,
along.
please.
Well, we're on I-70. It's a Purina dog chow
Oh
factory.
yeah.
Ew! Oh my! Oh, I remember that smell. I've been down there. I'm sorry for anybody who lives there.
In Gloveville.
Just driving by, you
That
can,
was
you,
very
you can
visceral
definitely,
reaction.
you can
I feel
definitely
really bad
recall the smell. It is vivid in our memories.
It is definitely memorable.
We're off to a wonderful start this evening.
Oh, God.
I've embarrassed myself twice now.
Let's go for the hat trick.
Yeah, sure. Let's keep going.
All right, so as you guys are swinging around the long way,
Yeah.
um,
I'm still reading the
you
NDA.
get en route an update. Stephen lets you know. Okay, apparently that this is centered on overhead satellite tasking is showing the event to be in. Well, I'm not sure if this is a football field or there's a track and with big old field in the middle of it. It's going to be at 7 Place and looks like Alton Way.
Okay.
Place out in the way.
It's right across the street. It's just west of the New America School.
7th and Alton.
Alton or Elton?
Alton.
Alton.
Gotcha.
So northwest of the intersection of Lowry and Yosemite. Guys, this one looks pretty big too.
Lowry and Yosemite?
Big.
Okay.
This one looks bigger than the ones that you dispatched on last week. At least that size.
Oh crap, that's at the Community College of Aurora. Okay. It's the old Lowry campus. Alright,
Is there what day is it today? Like, should we worry about evacuating civilians? Or?
It's Wednesday, but you don't know what classes may or may not be in session.
okay, so by
What-
now I'm
what-
guessing we have rounded the curve off of I-70 onto 225. Okay, so we'll get off at 6th Avenue.
What is our objective of this? Of this?
Investigate.
Is that it?
Yeah, we're investigating another anomaly.
Was that objective, Stephen?
Yes. If you could get some more video footage like you did last time, Jack, that would really be appreciated because that would be freaky.
Can I figure it out how to maybe does this thing have a camera? These cool goggles. I
Yeah.
have?
Does our night vision have video record capabilities?
Dude.
Like, yes, if you'd read the manual, maybe you'd know that.
There's a manual? Where is it? I want to read it.
Everything's online. Come on.
Oh, it's online? Okay.
Did you see the help button on the side of the goggles? That's what I use.
Nice.
There's no help button.
Well, I don't know that.
Okay, so
Wait, he is successfully in character buffed. Very well.
I'm checking for it. I'm like,
It's also during the day. So,
I mean, I'm not going to blind myself. I'm sure
Okay.
I've done that once already.
all right. Somebody roll a d12 for me. Actually, I'll take care
A
of it.
D12? Yeah, you should probably.
Okay, so it is 2:00 in the afternoon,
Okay,
Cool.
good. We're beating traffic then. Making good time.
but it's I-70. So going to speed things up. You guys pull
But it's on the
up,
Jersey Turnpike.
and you see a large group of people milling all around this field.
Cool.
And it kind of looks like it's a track and field. It's not an actual football field, but there's a full track, sprinter lane, the whole 9 yards. And there's people all over the place, ranging from teens to 40s, 50s, and above. And everyone was just like, "Oh my God, did you see that? Did you? Oh my God, that was wild. What was that? What were those? Oh my God." Just the whole gambit of the conversation.
what happened? I started asking.
Some
How are you dressed? Like, would you, like, I feel like we would stand out.
It's been a couple days, I suppose.
I mean, nobody told me otherwise. I'm geared to go. Like, I got some.
He's liking this
flash
new kind of
bangs, you know.
Rambo look.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's running out. He's got his Glock 10 millimeter.
No, I'm not waving that
He's
around.
He's going to try to do some akimbo.
What is it, Call of Duty?
No, that would be TSM Vis, who I never mind. So you guys hear all these conversations? Yeah, legitimate question, I think, though, is what are you guys wearing? What do you have with you?
Oh.
How did you dress or load out?
Well, that's a good question. I guess I wouldn't have my carbine. I guess I would have my two 10mm Glock pistols.
Got one for each of you.
That's right. That's right. I have holsters on probably both sides.
Okay, but specifically, what kind of clothes are you wearing?
I would want to be wearing something probably nonchalant, with a jacket over the top.
Okay.
That's right, leather jacket.
So like street clothes?
Yeah, street clothes.
Okay.
Mine are going to be more street clothes, but I typically wear like hiking boots and some cargo pants and you know, a light jacket kind of thing.
What's the
I do have my 10 mil, but it's concealed. So
Okay.
what's the weather like? Because that's gonna.
Well, it is early November, so it's a little chilly.
Okay.
But, you know, it's like in the upper 40s,
Okay.
lower 50s.
So I probably just have some like running shoes, warm socks, street clothes. Other than that, all of my gear is probably in my backpack that I've had like forever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, my weaponry is concealed and everything. So
Okay.
I probably just look like a college student, honestly.
Okay, just so you know, your MP10
I do not put.
not entirely concealable. You can leave that in the truck.
I didn't bring it.
Okay, so everyone just has their handguns. Is that
Yes,
correct?
basically.
Okay.
So the sling bag, the has for sling bag, is that, what is that like? Is that like a messenger bag, tactical?
It goes over one shoulder, slings across, and you have. Well, Joey has one. What Joey came in with. Joey's our awesome, amazing producer.
Yeah. He's gonna show us. He's gonna demonstrate
We're
for
getting
the
a
crowd.
visual demonstration.
So
Okay.
it goes over one shoulder.
Oh, that's really cool.
Do you have a
So
camera?
I'm sorry, I don't have a camera on Joey. I'm sorry.
Can I put it on stream
Yeah,
actually?
demo it for us.
The other, you can unclip here, swing it around.
Holy
and unzip
crap.
Here
Yeah.
To,
Yeah, they're kind of cool.
That's definitely what I'm carrying with all my junk.
take out.
All my junk in there.
Dude, seriously, what is with you?
I don't know.
What?
Okay, and so John is my GM for a D&D game, and I am very guilty of constantly making dick jokes, and he is pulling this straight to the gutter. Straight to the gutter.
And the has for
Where it
poncho.
belongs.
I don't think it ever left the gutter.
Okay, point made.
And the has for poncho.
So the poncho is actually all kind of in a package, and when you open it up, it folds out, and it's kind of a canvas tarpaulin material poncho. So might be, it wouldn't really make you stand out. I mean, people might look and go, "Why is he wearing a poncho?"
That's weird. Yeah.
But
it kind of covers.
it conceals fantastically. Yes.
Yeah. So okay, that's what I have over top, and I do have my MP10 strapped across
Okay, so you're going to have your MP10 strapped across your chest
under
underneath
my poncho. That's right.
Someone's paranoid.
I am. This is the. Go on.
I'm like, that is too heavy for me. Fuck that, I'm not gonna do that. So I just have my handgun.
Okay.
Like I said, I just, typical hiking
Okay.
boots.
So you guys get out there, people are milling around, and you ask, what happened? What did you see? The first people that you walk up to are a couple late teen, maybe early 20s kids go to school here. Said it was like some weird light show or whatever. The film school here does a lot of really neat stuff. For the record, the film school at the Aurora Community College is associated with, I think it's USC. They do some really cool stuff. So I don't know if it was like some special effects thing that they were doing for a movie. I don't know if it was what it was, but it was like this big ball of light and electricity and whatnot. Look what they did to the field. There's like a pit in the middle of the field.
Did anyone record it on their cell phones? Could we take a
Oh, I'm
look
sure
at it?
everyone did it.
Probably on
Does
YouTube
anybody
right
have
now.
one that we could see?
I already pulled it up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's already, thank
Okay.
you. It's already up on YouTube, and Steven's like, oh, wait a second. If they've got it on their phone, I sure hope they have Facebook Messenger installed.
No.
Okay, so we've got about 122 different angles on this. This is going to be awesome. Good going, Jack.
Steven, can you do a 3D reconstruction using all those different views for us?
I wish you was strong.
We'd like to see that. Can
How
you?
many forms of martial arts do you know?
Who is this kid?
He's new.
Does he even know me?
No, he's trying to figure out.
Well, he's trying really hard.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to point out that you just got put down a little bit by
I know.
Steven.
What's wrong with that? He seems like a cool guy.
I'm not entirely sure how to answer that right now, but give me a few minutes and I'll think about it. Steven's going through and he's like, okay, I could probably have this back and done for you by the time you guys bit.
What's going on?
Readings are going off the charts.
What kind of readings?
Where?
The readings for another event, and this one is off the chart.
Where?
Looks like we missed this one. Let's try and head to that one.
CU Boulder campus.
I'd also like to collect
We
samples
don't-
from this.
Excuse me.
I also want to collect samples from the crater before we head out.
Okay, so you're going.
You better make it quick because Steven's telling us there's a big one
I just need a
going on
second.
up in Boulder.
I'm mic'd up too. I just need a second, and I just grab the
Okay.
Okay,
like
yeah,
the
you.
edge of the crater, basically.
Yeah, you've got, you find a McDonald's cup laying around, you grab that and scoop up a soil sample.
Awesome.
So Steven, I'm gonna need some help here.
Sterile. I love it.
Go ahead, team leader, what can I do for you?
We're not gonna make it to Boulder in time on the ground here.
Okay.
We passed an asset on the way in that I wanna request at this time.
Okay, talk to me, team leader, what do we got?
It's November 374 Alpha Lima at Charlie Oscar 05.
Ooh, someone wants to go for a flight.
Yes, sir.
Stand by.
We'll be there in 5 mics. Get in the truck.
Okay. I have no idea what you just said.
You guys
real life,
So
I'm
when I'm
sorry.
tapping my fingers, that's Steven actually typing away.
I figured, yeah.
Okay. Stand by. Pi 1, testing is complete. Oscar 05, priority authorization confirmed. The bird is yours.
Thank you. So we haul ass down 6th Avenue to the Aurora North Medical Center where we find one of their Bell 407 sitting on the pad.
Yes, you do.
Helicopter.
Can
This
you
is awesome.
pilot?
Get in.
You can fly this thing? I'm in.
Do you have pilot
Get in.
skill?
So you already see there is a pilot already in
good.
the
Right, and I
in
grab
there
my
and
helmet
warming
out
it
of
up.
my truck as we head toward the pad. So
So there's a guy in there, and he's on and you can see he's on the radio. He's like, "What?
out.
What am I?
Get out of the
Who
cockpit.
are you? What do you mean I got to turn the bird up? What? To who?
Me.
Well, there's somebody right here, right now. What are you doing?
Step out.
Okay, this guy's looking at you like, who are you?
Show him my credentials.
Do I have a badge too now?
No, you still have Jane's that you're holding your thumb over her picture.
Damn it.
Okay, so
I'm
he pulls out
grabbing my
his-
carbine out of his truck. My carbine.
You are grabbing your carbine.
I'm grabbing my
Okay.
carbine.
Dude, why do you always have to flash steel? What is wrong with you? Every time.
Apparently, he's related to a bear.
That's right.
We'll
Apparently.
explain that.
That's an inside joke. Sorry, folks.
Okay, so you've got not only, but you're like trucking up. You've got the carbine. As soon as he sees your Secret Service credentials, he's like, "Okay, I guess you're the guy." And he gets out and he just kind of ducks down and steps back away from the rotors. And
Awesome. So I climb in, strap on the bird.
I jump in the back.
You on the left side, you on the right side behind me.
Cool, we'll do.
Okay. Spinning it up. Check the radios. We're ready to go.
okay, yeah, you've got full clearance and you are cleared for low-level flights.
This is
Okay.
badass.
I strap in, put on my flight helmet. so I can talk with the pilot.
pick up
I'll
the
find a flight
aircraft.
helmet.
You have some head. You don't have a helmet in the back, but you've got headphones.
Oh, okay, I'll do that
Whatnot.
then. Yeah, sure.
So pick up the aircraft off of the pad. So we're going to make a high-speed, low-level pass over the community college of Aurora, where we were. Try to get some pictures as we go by, but we're beating feet for Boulder.
This is a chopper, yeah?
Yeah,
A helicopter?
Yeah.
the green medical helicopters.
So yeah, he
we
just
took
got
one of those.
Flight for Life.
Yeah.
Do I know?
Just wanted to make it
actually
clear.
Kind of, yeah, ethically questionable. Do I know how to work like the camera on these goggles, or has nobody taught me yet, or have I not learned?
I mean, it's
I can
been 2
roll
days. I would say that we went through
Yeah.
basic weapons familiarization. Or
Well,
equipment
he's not.
familiarization.
Yeah. I'll give you that. You can take stills from this, and they'll auto upload to the to your control.
So I'll do what he asked with the goggles.
All right. So 20 minutes later, you are hauling ass, and you're almost there. And Steven gets on the radios, and he's like, "Okay, guys, this thing is going to spike any second now. If you can actually get footage of it erupting, okay. This is. Oh, someone's going to be pissed. This looks like this is going to erupt."
I'm going to put the
in
right
the football field.
Put the right side of the aircraft. I'm going to crab into it, fly sideways, so that you can get some footage.
Yeah, I'm taking video. I'd like to zoom in on it and stuff. So
Okay, you see, as you're getting over CU's football field, you see what's undeniably some kind of spark, and it's slowly getting bigger and bigger. But there's like a central spark, but then it arcs out like lightning all over, and it gets bigger, bigger, and bigger.
How big is this compared to the stadium? Because we're approaching Folsom Field now.
Oh,
and
you would be able to. Well, it's going to be contained within the stadium.
Okay. I don't want to get too close to it, but I want to get a good angle for him to.
can I also start taking high speed footage?
You would be able to. Because you thought of that, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Because you thought of that, yes.
Thank you.
As I was saying, the event bubble is definitely going to be contained within the football
Grandstand.
stadium itself. Looks like it's centered on the field, sort of like the last one was.
Centered on the field. That's weird. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
going to
down
do.
on the grass.
Sure. But I'm going to do a slow orbit around this in a clockwise fashion, so that he has good footage or good angle for footage on
This thing is slowly. It grows from the size of a pea to a baseball to a beach ball to. It looks like you could park the helo inside of it. Now this is definitely bigger than the other ones that you've seen.
And it's still throwing off
it's
sparks.
throwing off lightning streaks and whatnot. It has arced over a couple of times to the lights.
Wow.
You know, the big giant poles that they have with the lights for night games. It's reached over, and you have seen the bulbs and whatnot exploding.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand off a little bit farther. I don't want to risk it hitting the helicopter while we're up here.
Everybody, give me a spot roll, please.
You got it. Let me open up my thing here.
So I rolled a 2 and I have 4. So 6.
That's unfortunate.
So which ones have to go under and which
Just
ones have to go
wait.
over?
Okay, so you're going to roll for spot.
Mm-hmm.
You take whatever is totaled up on your sheet over there.
Yeah.
Roll a d20, add them together.
Yeah. But sometimes you have to go under the score, sometimes you have to go over.
That's just an straight ability
Yeah,
check.
it's a straight up ability check.
You go
Ability is
your
under,
score.
skill check is over. Got it. Cool.
Well, skill check is additive. You add the value to whatever you roll on the dice. But for an ability check, you just have to roll under your ability score.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got a 10.
I'm a bit busy with the helicopter, but I got a 13.
Okay. It is growing and growing, and then just like that, something odd about this one, it seems to change color from a white and blue kind of mix to orange for about a nanosecond, and then it seems to just rapidly collapse on itself with a thundering boom. And the shock from this boom actually rocks you a little bit.
Whoa.
Okay. Was there anybody in the stadium? Did we see anybody down there? Just the.
No, it's 2:00 on a Wednesday.
Football field, so yeah.
Yeah, there's no practice going on. There might have been some maintenance people around, but not that you didn't see anybody in the stands or on the field.
And it left a hole in the field when it disappeared? Anywhere to land near it?
You could land on the field anywhere.
Okay, so I want to set the helicopter down on the field adjacent to it so that Quinn can collect some more samples.
Yeah, I'll do
Okay.
that.
All right, so you're able to effectively land your helo down on the. This happened around the 30-yard line, so you cruise down to the other part of the field, and you're able to land down there.
Okay.
And yeah, you would be able to land. You could have landed your helo inside the crater that this thing dug.
Yeah.
That's
We're just borrowing this. We have to return it, so I don't want to do anything like that.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
So
I just run out and
You're going to go get your samples.
Yeah.
What are the other twos doing?
I'm maintaining the aircraft right now. I don't just in
Okay.
case anything starts happening. I don't want
Jack, what are you doing?
Did it leave anything behind?
yeah, on a hunch, I want to keep an eye out for any kind of movement anywhere around me in the stands, what have you.
Okay, give me another spot check.
Sure.
What are you doing? Are you still in the aircraft, or did you get out?
Yeah, I asked if it had left anything behind, so I guess I was looking as well.
Okay, so you can give me a spot as well.
12.
Okay.
I suck at these. Not very wise.
21.
Oh yeah, you see what look like as you're digging stuff up. You see some oddity, something you can't quite put your finger on it inside some kind of pattern coming from the center out.
Oh.
And you're up around the edge, and you definitely find 4, 5, maybe 6 sets of footprints. Like if it was a really large chicken, there's definitely a clawed foot.
Okay, I want to track them or follow them.
They come out about 10, 15 feet. This appears to be on the other side of the helo from where you landed, and then it's like a shotgun pattern. It goes off in. There's at least a dozen different prints that go off in different areas. What's your tracking skill?
I don't know. I don't have one, I guess.
All right, what's your total for your spot?
4.
Okay, but you had a 21.
Mm-hmm.
Good, excellent roll. I'm going to give you that.
Is there a tracking skill?
no, there's not. But he could use search.
Okay, do search. I'm sorry, I thought there was tracking.
I'd be even better at that than it would be at spot. That sucks.
I'll give you. You can roll for search.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, search is actively looking, whereas spot you're just noticing things. So
Yeah.
11 for search.
Okay.
I got a here's where 21.
Okay. So as he kind of points out, hey, look at these tracks.
After I collected the sample. And,
Yeah, you've come up and you're like, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, these are.
Do I know what kind of animal this is most like aside from a chicken?
That's what I'm trying to determine.
I can take a knowledge life science check because.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
All right. Give me a second. Where is my knowledge?
Could potentially do gather information or investigate as well.
Oh, geez. Okay. 35.
You cannot say definitively what kind of animal this is, but you are willing to bet that it's reptilian.
Reptilian. Interesting. Okay. Large reptilian track span on the crater.
They're about the size of my hand.
Okay. Large reptilian tracks found near crater.
So while they're investigating, I'm still looking around the stadium. Last thing I need is somebody walking up to the helicopter and walking into the tail road or anything like that. So.
You see somebody. You see a couple looks like groundskeepers or maintenance people at the end. They're kind of at the end of the tunnel. They're kind of looking up, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. They obviously there was a lot of sound from the the light bulbs exploding, plus the electrical racket and whatnot. It almost sounds like a lightning storm, and the big boom.
I don't like the look of these prints. We should probably get any civilians out of the area, and then arm up. This doesn't look good.
Was I able to track them?
You're going to be able to follow. Well, which ones are you going to follow? There's some that look like they headed towards the stands, like where the VIP boxes and whatnot are. There's others that are heading straight out to different gates. It's going all over the place. So you have to decide which direction you're going to go in.
I guess the VIP boxes. Because I don't see anyone who left the tracks, right? Yeah, which means they are ridiculously fast.
Just so you know, these look like large reptilian style prints. Can I even tell with my check if they are bipedal or quadrupedal?
Bipedal.
So these are... They walk on two legs. This is really weird. I recommend caution as we proceed.
Okay, so you guys are going to head out there. I've got my trusty little map of Folsom Field pulled up here.
I'm still taking video of like all of this.
So you've got guys. So you're at the southern end. You guys are landed at the southern end.
Right.
They're closer to the event. Burn this massive hole towards the northern end of the field, and you've got guys that are going all over the place.
You guys rip in here.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're like 70 yards away.
So you're headed towards the. So you're going to be headed to the east towards the VIP boxes there.
Boxes up here.
Okay. You see them. These two are kind of headed off that way.
Okay.
Can I mic over, tell them what we found? Hey, we found these really weird, I can only describe as like large humanoid yet reptilian tracks.
Do you know about how big these things might be?
The print was about 8 inches in diameter. Could I extrapolate a size of the creature based off of the footprint?
3 to 4 feet plus or minus.
Relatively short, but bigger than your everyday lizard, about 3 to 4 feet in height.
Did you say lizard?
I did.
Okay.
These are reptilian.
While he's talking, Jack, give me a listen.
What do you recommend as team leader?
10.
Do you guys see anything
Total
in the
10?
area that
Okay.
looks like what you think this could be?
We're following
While
the
they're
tracks.
talking, you hear
To where?
very faintly some kind of cackling.
To the VIP lounge, it looks like.
Investigate the sound.
Okay, so you
Do you
head
say
off that way.
anything? Because I didn't hear that.
No, you guys are talking.
Split up the team. We can do more damage
Go
that
off and
way.
look and not even.
Well, you guys are standing right next to me. I'm sure you can see me start walking in a
I'm not
direction.
still,
I'm
he's
still
70
in the
yards
aircraft.
away.
He's in the helicopter. He's kind of next to you. You'd see him start trotting off.
Hey, where are you going?
This is great conversation.
No, we finished our conversation.
I heard some laughing.
What do you recommend, team leader?
Okay, you guys, I'm going to give you some leeway on this and investigate, but as soon as anything gets weird, you have to unask the AO because we're not equipped right now to handle a huge confrontation. So
Maybe you're not. I'm loaded for fucking bear.
that's why I put you on the left side.
Was that a pun?
Well played.
Mm-hmm.
Well played.
Oh my god.
You can have an action point.
Thank
Who,
you.
me?
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
That was another inside joke.
That was good. I'm not gonna lie. That was
That was clever.
All right, so you guys
it went
are
over my head. It was so clever at first.
good. You guys are heading off, and so you're going to have to climb up the stairs to get into the stands, and then run all the way up these stairs. When you get off of the field, you lose all of the tracks, by the way, because you're now on concrete and whatnot. You get up to the top of these stairs, you don't hear. There's the different tunnels that go into where the concession areas and whatnot are, the other exits, and you don't hear or see anything else.
Okay, guess we go back to the chopper then.
Sorry. So they come moping back. Jack is kind of like, I didn't get to shoot anything good. He's
course he
pouting
is.
about that. They get back, and you've got your helo.
I am thoroughly freaked out by what I have seen.
Okay, well, strap in and start uploading your video and any
Yeah.
audio. Did you get any audio of what you thought was laughing at you? You didn't record any of it?
What would I record with?
I was taking video the whole time. Maybe the mic caught it. I don't know.
You have a mic on your night vision goggles?
I don't know. It's got a video. Yeah, it's got a video camera. It's probably got audio
Really?
too.
Okay. No, I didn't have mine on.
All right.
I might have caught it. We'll see.
All right, well, let's get out of here. Start your upload while we're en route.
Yeah. And I do.
Okay. So you guys get back up in the air. Are you returning the helo now?
Well, unless something else comes up, I think we need to take it back to where we borrowed it from.
Yeah.
Probably. So it takes you, your round trip is about, with everything else, about an hour, hour and a half. So you get back now, it's about 5 o'clock in the evening.
Okay. So I bring the aircraft back in, set it down, do the full shutdown sequence, and then I'll walk over to their dispatch center and let them know that it's back, and to let them know who to bill the fuel for the aircraft for.
Oh, they already have all that information. They're like, we're always willing and ready to be of assistance to the Secret Service.
Much appreciated. Sorry it had to be so unexpected, but
You were a true patriot this day.
Well,
very helpful.
we understand, national security is very important to everyone.
By the way, nice aircraft, great upgrade. Really like it.
I washed the windows myself. So you guys, what are you guys going to do from there? Get back in the truck?
Get
Where
back
are you
in the
going? What are
truck.
you going to do?
I think that we're just going to have to head back to the bunker.
When we get back to the bunker, I would like to start looking over that high-speed footage and see what crawled out of that thing, if anything, if I can see it. When we get back.
Okay.
But
So
I was
are
just
you guys,
not-
are you guys headed directly back to your secret lair, or?
He's the driver.
Yeah, I think we're just going to head straight back. We'll head down 6th Avenue through downtown.
Okay. So you guys have an uneventful drive. You have some time to talk and discuss.
So, did I actually, you saw those prints, right? That was definitely not human, but it was way too big. What do you guys think? This is really confusing.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, whatever it is, it moves far too fast for us to see it.
Did
Or
you
did it
get
turn
any,
invisible?
Did you get anything uploaded to Steven? Maybe he can help you.
I mean, I've been uploading this whole time.
Steven, are you there?
Yes, what's up, Kai?
Have you processed any of the information that has been sent to you?
I've already forwarded on the data to Dr. Khan.
And when are we expecting to see him?
You actually started to make a call to you guys, but since you were engaged actively, let me know and I can patch you through to him if you
I was
like.
going to ask you to drop him a line, yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and patch him through now?
Okay, hold on just a second. Let me try and ringy dingy dingy. A couple minutes later, your phone rings. Jack, specifically your phone rings.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Jack or Kai? Jack or Kai?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's why I take B vitamins.
I mean, there are name cards on the table here for you.
Hey, you know what this is? A whole bunch of these. Kai, your phone rings, but the conversation, your phones also light up. So it's kind of a party call. Or
Sure, yeah.
This is, my truck is well equipped, so why don't I just put it on the Bluetooth speaker system so we can all hear it?
I'm
Okay.
leaning through the bed window.
So, Dr. Khan, are you there?
Special Agent Moore, is the rest of your team available?
We're all sitting right here, sir. Go ahead.
All right, some very interesting things have come on. The video footage that you provided is very intriguing. It's very intriguing.
I found it so myself, yeah.
We through your high-speed footage, we were able to slow it down, and there appears to be a stream of something very blurry, but at least a dozen, maybe as many as 18 or 20 different bodies seem to flee from the sphere out in Boulder. It's very interesting. We're having our experts work on it and try and clear it up now, but they seem to be about maybe the size of a dog, but I'll be damned if it doesn't look like they walk upright.
I'm sorry, just to clarify, you said that they were blurry even on the high speed?
Well, the distortion appears to be from or we're suspecting that the distortion on the footage emanates actually from the sphere itself.
Okay, that's weird. Yeah, sure. I understand.
But the creatures, we do see them moving on the high-speed video?
We definitely see something moving. Have you watched the footage yet?
No, I just started uploading it.
Yeah,
Way back. I wanted to look at it on a bigger screen.
Everything around the sphere itself is warped, and I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's definitely distorted. Everything around it, out of focus even.
Would it remind us of like the event horizon of like a black hole or something?
God,
Nothing like that.
I suppose that a similarity to the effects could be
Sure.
considered, but obviously not a black hole.
Obviously not.
Obviously, that goes without saying.
The field would be gone if this were a black hole.
Oh, the whole planet would be gone now, wouldn't it?
This is nerd humor, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it really is.
Chief Moore, I don't know who this young man is, but I like him.
Thank you, sir. I like you too. We should grab a beer when you get here.
Don't push it.
Oh well. Why doesn't anybody like me?
I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm addicted you in here.
I don't know either. I'm just like the nicest guy after watching like a brutal murder of like my boss, and I'm just trying to make the best of this weird situation, and everybody's just a dick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of sucks to be you in all this. It really does.
Thank you.
So Dr. Khan continues. Now, gentlemen, we also have something else that we need to speak with as soon as possible. I'd like to have you guys take a look at this as well. Dr. Parks, we're...
Please, I'm not a doctor, but thank you.
Is it? I wasn't sure. Okay, well, Mr. Parks, then.
Thank you.
With your first-hand experience and knowledge and your expertise, I'd like you to definitely take a look at the tablet. The China tablet is starting to unveil some interesting tidbits of information.
Sure. I'm no physicist or chemist, but I'll do my best for sure.
Dr. Connor, are you already at the museum?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, we can divert. We were en route back to our bunker, but we can swing by the museum on our way back.
I was just going to suggest that. Outstanding. I'll see you and your team here in just a few minutes.
Excuse me, Dr. Khan. Can you forward the picture of the tracks to any evolutionary experts or anything? Maybe we can.
We
get
have a couple of people out at the Federal Center that are already on it.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Let's talk to you in a bit.
See you soon.
Click. A few minutes later, you guys get to the Museum of Natural History. You head in. There's a security guard outside waiting for you. He guides you back into one of their research areas. Dr. Khan is about 6'6".
Gee.
He's got this very angular face. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like a hawker or something.
Yeah, he's jet black hair, but right around the sideburns and the temples are definitely gray and white. Clean shaven. I mean, it doesn't look like hair even grows on his face other than his eyebrows. He's just got that kind of look, you know what I mean? Not very slight build. He's just tall.
Mm.
And there's something about his presence. He's got an air of authority about him. And you walk in, gentlemen, thank you so much for getting here as fast as you did. We need to introduce you to a couple of people here. I'd like you to meet John Arness Ashpool. He's the lead researcher here. I said, "Oh, good day."
Hello, John. Nice to meet you. Or do you prefer Mr. or Dr. Ashpool?
Oh, John's fine.
All right.
You are from where, sir?
Sydney. Yes, I'm Australian.
I gather from the accent.
So you've never heard that one before. And next to him is a very... Well, let me go back and describe John. He's... I hate it when I blank on a name. Who was the Australian guy that did all the animal stuff? He got stung by a...
Steve.
Irwin. Steve Irwin, yeah. He could be Steve Irwin's brother.
Man.
Okay. So he's got a nice cheery attitude. He's got a nice smile. Conversely, this is Dr. Bouvier. Dark-skinned, black man, kind of stoic, and good evening. It's very nice to meet you. Things have gotten very interesting. Come, let us go take a look at the tablet. And
I've definitely had a class with him
John
before.
kind of looks over and he's just like, not exactly the funniest guy in the room, but crikey, he's smart as a whip.
Out of character, I've definitely had a class with somebody like that before.
Dr. Collins is like, please, gentlemen.
Thank you.
John and Bouvier lead in there. He's like, now, we understand that it's entirely possible that the tablet could actually be seized, but that could cause all kinds of problems because it actually belongs to the Chinese government. So we're trying to keep this all...
Did you say seized?
Well, we understand there's a potential of national security.
Who do you think is going to seize the tablet?
Well, the Secret Service. At least that's what Dr. Collins kind of led me to believe. Well, it's entirely possible, and depending on what my team here might be able to find out. Bouvier is just like, oh, it's very interesting, but that would be a very horrible thing to do because the Chinese would, of course, overreact in such a way, and he just kind of mumbles off into something else.
What do we all know about the tablet so far?
Well, here's one of the things that's really interesting that no one's really looked at before. If you read it one way, from top to bottom, it's kind of gibberish. But if you read it from right to left, which is not how Chinese is read, I'm going to take the time out and tell you, I have no idea if Chinese is read from right to left.
I'm
or
pretty
not.
sure
It is.
It is.
Is it?
I was gonna
Okay.
say. I was pretty sure. Yeah. That was
Guess he
probably
didn't
a
do his
mistake.
research on that little bit.
How about you just change it to left to right?
Thank you. I'm sorry, I always get my lefts and my rights confused.
Totally fine.
It's a mathematical equation. Well, look, you got to start at the bottom and work your way up. It's a mathematical equation. But the mathematical equation doesn't make any bloody sense. And he puts this up in front of me. He's like, there's two equations. One gives us this number as a resolution. The other one gives us this number. Give me an intelligence check.
Me too. Him. Okay.
You can add your piloting bonus.
Well, actually, made it. If straight intelligence check, I made it.
Okay.
Piloting bonus?
For some reason, the first thing that dings in your head is Latin launch.
Oh, coordinates. Okay. So, relative to our global system. So we're at 105 west and 40 north. Where's this relative to that?
Relative to that, this would actually take you to 24.2855 by 131.5729. You think it's that easy?
24, what now?
24.2855.
2855. Okay. By 131, 5729.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can pull this up on one of my maps
You
here.
definitely can. I want to inspect the. Are we near the tablet?
Oh yeah, it's right there.
I want to start inspecting it and see what I can find. Just like
Okay.
looking at it.
I
really
want you to tell
closely.
me exactly what you do. And while you're thinking about that, Jack, what are you doing?
Jack.
He's writing at the
He
moment.
is writing.
I'm observing the situation at present.
I want to start like looking. It's semi-translucent, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to look at how like the light
It's
catches
it's
it.
a little on a little bit of a stand in the middle of a table, about the size of what you're.
I want to start like changing the angle that I'm viewing it at, like looking how the light catches it. I want to inspect the engravings of the writing. I want to start looking at that weird like cut that it has in it. I just want to like have a really deep look.
In
at
that
all
upper
those
corner where it
facets.
has that cut, it does look, to your mind, if a crystal was to be sheared, that's what you think it would look like.
Okay.
Okay. The writing, the way it is engraved, it definitely wasn't done by hand. I mean, in your opinion,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it was done by a manual process.
So it looks. It's like too exact, basically, is what I'm getting.
It's too smooth.
Too smooth. Okay.
Where's the rest of it? And I kind of run my fingers over where it was broken off with the other piece.
Wouldn't.
Do you touch it?
I wouldn't
Yeah.
touch it.
Okay, so
I
as
would
soon
like to
as you
stop
t-
him.
As soon as you, yeah, he already touched
God
it.
damn it.
Okay, as soon as you touch it, you do get a zap, and you and I are, well, at the break we'll have a different conversation. You catch a zap, and you're kind of at a reel, but different characters on the tablet start to glow, and so there's 3 different places. Okay, 3 different languages. Certain characters in all 3 sections will glow and then change.
What do
Can
you
I
see?
grab a notepad and start?
Bouvier sees this and he's looking at it and he's like, "Oh my god!" And he gets over there. He's jotting everything down too.
How do you feel? I want to start like giving him like a medical, like start looking at him and like making sure he's okay because I saw him get shocked. So
Yeah, okay. This was the kind of shock like sticking a fork into a light socket.
Oh my!
You got lit up. You're actually. Can I have a D8, please? You're gonna take a D8 of damage.
holy shit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna take 6 points.
Oh my!
Are you okay, Jack? How do
Other
you
than
feel?
that, you're fine. Your fingers. Are
That's all my
sensitive.
hit points.
No, it's not.
That's because I rolled level 1 character.
Yeah, everyone's supposed to be level 5. Guess who's fixing that shit at the break?
You die. No, I was just kidding.
He is severely out of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but he starts talking about like these glowing glyphs, or what do you?
The glyphs on the.
I don't know. Am I still conscious? Do I actually have more hit points?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
About 5 times that. The glyphs on the tablet itself are glowing.
Oh, I
One
can
at a
see it
time.
too.
Yeah, you can see it too.
Oh, good, because I was about to be like, if I can't see this and you can see this, I want to touch it now too. But
Bouvier is coming up and so it's telling us what characters match each other.
oh, so this is like a
So
original
it's
stone.
it's like telling us the equivalent of an A in Chinese is equivalent to that character, is equivalent to that character.
Well, if Chinese is anything like Japanese, it's actually probably a like
A-
syllabic.
Yeah. So, but it's
But yeah.
telling us this means the same as this. This means the same as this.
Interesting. Okay.
It's telling us how to read it.
Are we in the middle of the ocean?
Well, depending on how we read the.
Can I use treat injury to assess that shock?
I can also, like I said, I started examining you.
He's got 2nd-degree burns on his fingers where he touched the tablet.
28.
Okay, I want to start running. I recommend you run these under this under like cold water. Get some antibiotics on
There's
it.
a sink right over there.
Yeah.
Okay, 28.
Okay. So So
Treat injury.
Yeah, you're just treating your injury.
Oh, you know too. Okay,
you're doing basic first
I have a
aid
skill
for it.
emphasis on it, actually.
Oh yeah, cool, awesome.
Yeah, you're just doing your first aid on it, so yeah, you'll be fine. You're gonna have some blisters here probably in a little while, but not as bad as it could have been.
Well, I tried several different combinations of the coordinates. The only ones that appeared on land are down in Australia.
Really?
There's also one in the middle of the ocean, apparently.
Well, no, I checked, since it didn't seem to give us a north, south, or east, west on it. I checked all 4 locations.
Oh, I see.
The only location that actually was on land is down in Australia. It's wow. It's down in the McDonnell Ranges of the.
Are we going to Australia, folks?
Well, I would certainly say that it seems that way.
It actually looks like it's. Well, there's an airport nearby. It's not a major one, but there's.
You
an
know, I
airport
wonder if the
nearby.
glyphs turn off if it's touched again, or if more will appear if it's touched again. I say this to the doctor who's like standing next to me.
It's still going through this pattern, and it seems that the Bouvier will tell you that it appears that when it gets to the end of the pattern, it starts over again.
Right, but I wonder if a new pattern will arise now that we've already transcribed this one, if it's touched again.
I'm not sure if I want to touch it. Do you?
Let me hold on.
Crikey, I'm not going to touch that sorry thing.
I forgot to make odds or evens. Hold on.
I grab him and then touch the tablet again.
So,
You don't even touch my hand at a tablet. You just make sure I get shocked too.
That's right.
You're such a dick.
That's right.
Can I
is
borrow
this
the,
like that experiment
Can I borrow
with
the
the
D8
graph
please?
generator?
Can I borrow the D8, please?
Jesus.
Well,
While they're
can I just
busy,
go ahead and grab it since he's
Okay,
already
you
touched
take
me?
3 more points of damage, and you take 2 more points of damage.
since they're busy shocking themselves.
Ow!
The monkey.
Yeah, apparently.
Hey, does this hurt when you do that?
You know, that wasn't very scientific. We should have done the same thing again to see if it was a reproducible result.
So, Dr. Ernest Ashpool, may I ask you a question here?
Of course.
Are you familiar with the? I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. The Wanarka National Park.
Oh yeah.
And what about the Kings Canyon Resort?
Kings Canyon haven't been. I've never been there, but you know, it's not exactly unknown.
Well, apparently these coordinates put us within a mile of that resort.
Yeah, right. Really.
Yeah. It's actually on top of a mountain ridge near there, but yeah.
Well, gentlemen, it sounds to me like you're going to be taking a flight to Australia.
So did the pattern on the rock
Sounds like
change?
somebody from the Rat Pack.
It didn't. Well, that was worth it. Why'd you do that?
No, it keeps going. It goes through. It seems like every time that it starts over again, it fades a little bit.
I want to take a recording of it before it fades entirely.
Okay. With your goggles or your phone?
Goggles.
He likes those ski goggles.
I do, they're cool.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I start switching through the different vision modes on the goggles, looking at the
Oh, that's
tablet.
so smart. Why didn't I? Oh man, that's good. That's good.
and recording as I'm switching through them.
That's good.
This is kind of like watching Mutt and Jeff.
What?
When you click over to thermal,
I don't know what that is.
it appears to be almost transparent. All you see is the writing.
So it's cold.
When you switch over to UV, you see a specific pattern.
The same pattern or a different one?
That's a different pattern.
Can you describe this pattern to me?
Yeah, it's almost where Dr. Ashpool had pointed out the mathematical equation. It's, okay, you know how runway lights go dun 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 dun.
Mm-hmm.
It does that going through the pattern of on all three different languages. It goes through that pattern in the order that you would need to go through in order to do the mathematical equation.
Understood. Got it. So that's instructions on how to solve it. So luckily,
And you're recording
seems
all this,
like-
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Dr. Ashpool's already solved it. Right, I walked Dr. Ashpool through the flashing ones. I say, this is the steps you went through to get these coordinates. Is that correct? And I walked through.
So it's not exactly the way I did it, but yeah.
Okay. Next vision mode.
You have starlight, UV, IR, and daylight modes. So you've gone through everything.
Cool.
Yeah, well, I'll take that back. When you go into starlight, you're able to see like pulsing veins of something all through the tablet. You can't really make out the writing as well, but you've ever seen like on the science channels where they'll have CGI of the human brain and synapses firing off? That's what this makes you think of.
What is starlight mode?
It's light amplification.
Light amplification.
So it's glowing
Yeah.
faintly.
I mean, when you go to light amplification, because there's already light in here, it's almost painful, but you're able to pick that out. It actually, because it's not because it's bright, because it's very dark.
Mm.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What else can we do with this thing?
We could subject it to different inputs.
Okay, yeah. Have we tried heating it? Well, I guess we
yeah,
should really
thermal.
take custody of this thing before we start subjecting it to like physical changes.
Well, that would be a problem because, as I was saying, the Chinese government would probably respond very.
And I just listen politely
Poorly.
as he drones on.
Has anyone thought to take a picture or make a recording of the text that's on this thing?
Yep,
and
we
so
did.
that we don't
Yeah,
keep
that's what I'm doing now.
shocking
Or was
each
doing.
other?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what we did.
I was recording as I was going through the different vision modes.
Oh, okay, okay,
Waiting for the pattern to repeat, I assume. Okay, good.
okay.
This is fascinating.
We
Australia.
could potentially try
Australia.
energizing it.
Yeah, we can subject it to a magnetic field, an electrical field. We can subject it to high heat.
It's clearly came from somewhere.
Stick-
I can tell you right now that exposing it to any kind of electricity, it just absorbs it. And apparently, it looks to me like it can discharge it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But when we've plugged it into the wall, they just suck it all up as much as we give it.
Was there any state change after absorption of electricity?
Although that might be why it was allowed to be activated when you touched it.
We charged its battery, eh?
Yeah, it seems like it, yes. That is what I was thinking.
Well, gentlemen, I would say that looks like that you're going to Australia.
Yeah, it looks like it.
There we go.
See if you qualified for Gulfstream 3?
Only a 3? We can't take the 650?
No, because then how would I get back to DC?
Oh, damn it.
Drop you off on the way.
Right? Yeah, I can.
I'm beginning to
But we're
think
not
that these
stopping.
two are. What did you say?
We're not stopping.
Take him with us.
You have to make a dex roll to
This is
get
your
out.
jump. You gotta jump in 5 seconds or you're gonna miss your target.
It's funny because that's what John did to me last episode.
We're in a
I'm just
car.
going to slow down and you can hop out.
You can just
Slow down, you can hop out.
and we're gonna get higher because that's actually safer in a plane for jumping.
Give you the parachute.
The first step is always
It's
the
your
hardest.
boss. What you want to do,
I wouldn't say that.
Dr. Kane, isn't he just a
Funny.
research assistant?
Dr. Khan?
Con.
Dr. Khan is like a doctor,
Dr. Khan?
not just a
Dr.
research
Khan?
assistant.
Sorry, I've been dying to do that.
I was actually thinking something along the lines of Shaka Khan earlier. So
Different spelling. No,
Yeah.
no relation.
No, I know. Yeah. I would yell that
I'm
at him.
entirely too amusing myself right now.
I would yell that at him as he's falling out of the plane.
All right, Chief. I got
All right.
the plane here for you in the morning.
it sounds
You,
good.
you are qualified and checked out on the 3.
I am, as a matter of fact. Could you have them bring it to Centennial? I don't want to deal with 10.
How many?
Um,
How many?
It would be at Buckley. It's an Air Force jet.
Really? They have a much better FBO over at Centennial. Signature flight support, the best.
It's owned by the United States Air Force, Chief.
You've not seen. Oh, I'll have to show you Centennial. Anyway, okay, Buckley's fine. We'll do Buckley.
All right, so your plane is going to be ready for
This is airports.
your plane is going to be ready for you tomorrow at 07:30. That's 7:30 a.m.
I know military time. I know that.
So you guys have. We're going to go ahead and jump into our break a little bit early, and we're going to take 10-15 minutes here while they write up their list of what they're taking with them, and we will be back in just a few minutes.
Thanks, folks.
There you go, down under.
Going down. So I have to learn how to sound this thing.
it's not a bad touch.
And that can be the best kind. Roy just checking out. She's like, I don't want to be part of this conversation anymore.
Are we back?
Well, that's gonna sound on.
I do not associate with these people.
Right.
Roy.
Hey, welcome back. We had a little break, and a couple things that I want to touch on before we get back into the game is I was just asked if we can drink alcohol while we're playing.
I guess the answer is yes.
We are not governed by the FCC when it comes to cursing or drinking. And if our fantastic host would let me get away with it, I'd be smoking a cigar right about now. But that's not going to happen. But yes, we can actually be drinking.
Cheers, folks.
Skull. Number 2.
Oh, that's good.
It's Roy's birthday.
Happy birthday!
It is.
So I find this just kind of awesome, and his amazing wife actually set up kind of a surprise for him by catering a bunch of food from Jimmy John's, and we got a birthday cake, which is like diabetes in a box.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely going to have some of that here in a little bit. And all this, which she sent it all over to Crit Castle, which again was where we originally were going to be shooting and doing our webcast from. Unfortunately, we're not there. So he had to grab everything and bring it over here. So he came in and he's got this box of all this food and whatnot. We're like, what the hell? And he told us what's going on. And so and I'm sorry, your wife's name is?
Zippy.
Zippy? Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate the donation of all of the carbohydrates and calories and yumminess
And sugar.
Happy birthday
That's right.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, you wild and crazy bear with an AK-47. Oh, bear with an AK. Ah. You're just someday we'll tell you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was awesome. Happy birthday, man. Thank you
Happy
for
birthday, Roy.
spending it with us. So,
They call
Thank
me
you very
birthday.
much.
Happy
Thanks,
birthday.
guys.
You couldn't have better company.
you know, yeah, I'm going to take a guess that yeah, you could. So one of the
Thank you very
jokes
much.
from last week that didn't go through because we didn't have any audio the first hour was, in Colorado, ROY spells law, because that is the name of the greatest goaltender in the history of the sport. So, again, happy birthday. Let's do this thing. When we left, party was given marching orders by Dr. Khan to fly down and investigate these coordinates down under in Australia. So, Kai has computed their flight trajectory and that they're going to have to make 3 stops there and presumably 3 stops on the way back.
Possibly. So
Probably.
we're gonna fly from Buckley all the way to Cold Bay, Alaska, and then Tokyo, Japan. And then we're gonna make
I've been
one
there.
more
What?
stop in
I've stopped there a couple
Manila in
times.
the Philippines, and then
So you're gonna have 3 stops to get to.
yeah,
Oh, if only he'd hooked you up on the Gulfstream 5.
right.
What a dick.
I know.
So we're gonna fly up and then back down.
Do we
Yeah,
save any
right.
time going against the Earth's rotation?
We don't, not really, no.
That sucks.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the shortest route.
Mm.
We don't have.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. in the
Yeah,
middle of
no. I was just trying to think if there's an alternative, but the range isn't enough from. We'd have to stop somewhere else. Even going straight across the Pacific would be too far. So.
that. Damn,
go
our
around.
plane is just too shitty. The fact that we just have a plane at our disposal.
Look at the language on this kid.
Well, and we
It's a
have
family
to.
show.
Okay, so when we get there too.
There's a disclaimer at the beginning. I can say
I
whatever
don't know what you're
want.
talking about.
So I'm going to call control in, and I'd like to speak to Steven again.
Hey, Steve.
Hi, Kai, what's going on?
So
We're
the
going transcontinental.
yeah, except that Dr. Khan stuck us with the G3.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need something that will get us from Alice Springs out to Kings Canyon because the G3 won't do well if we try to land in Kings Canyon. Do you have like a Cessna Caravan or something like that we can borrow?
Just stepping out of character, I just blanked on the. What's that aircraft called? A Beaver?
A de Havilland Beaver?
Yeah, de
that would
Havilland
work
Beaver.
too.
So I can charter one of those for you. Sure.
If you could have it waiting for us at Alice Springs, that would be great.
Sure, I can do that.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and warp speed ahead.
Cool.
Because otherwise, do you guys really want to play through the flight? I didn't think so. So warp speed ahead
have one deck of
to
cards for the
landing at landing the
Alice Springs.
the Beaver in Alice Springs, and you get out there. There's actually Stephen has also rented an old Range Rover, but this thing looks.
Are we
like
going on safari?
this thing looks
In the
like.
middle of the desert, it looks like.
It is.
This thing looks like it is World War II vintage and built like a tank. And when you start it up, the engine hums like a...
Well, it is British, so yes. And I hope we have extra fuel for this thing.
I'd like to apologize on behalf of my players to all of our British viewers.
They all know that Range Rover, never mind.
Well, I was just, yeah. I was making more the joke that like the military gets what it can afford, and so like I've heard that the Humvees, for example, like everybody's like, oh, these things are built.
So
really
they
well,
have
but
no
break
Range
down all the time.
Rover waiting for you. God, fuck's sake. You guys have a Range Rover waiting for you. And there's some maps.
Now that we're thoroughly derailed.
Jerks. That you're going to need to take, looks like Route 3.
Okay.
Can we open a window?
Route 3 or Route 6? Yeah, okay. Oh, Route 3 down to the... I gotcha. I'm with you now.
Because the coordinates take you like into this
Yep,
valley in Kings Canyon Walk.
yep.
Okay, so you go for your drive and you get out there. You go off-road for a while. What do you guys do?
Did Dr. John Arness Ashpool come along with us?
No, he did not.
Did anybody come with us?
No, it's just you guys.
Well,
You're the investigators.
screw us, I guess.
Well, let's see here. I guess we're just going to have to start by taking in a panorama and see if there's anything that we see here that corresponds with anything that the tablet could have told us.
Really, the only thing at this point that you've extrapolated from the tablet is this location.
So we're driving in now, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to be looking through the different vision modes because just to see if anything comes up.
Also, point a note: I brought my bow and arrows from home in case I need a silent option.
Okay.
Since we're going out in the boonies anyway, it doesn't matter if I'm carrying this openly. So.
And I brought my didgeridoo just in case we want to make camp.
Okay, you guys get there in the evening.
Jesus.
It is a warm spring day because seasons are reversed going down under.
Oh yeah.
So you get down there and you're at the end of the paved road at a place at the beginning of Kings Canyon Walk. And he's out there with his goggles going click, click. Oh, God!
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's like a bright day outside.
Light amplification mode, not the greatest idea.
Do these things function as binoculars as well? Like, can I zoom?
No.
Okay. They're not
So
that
we
fancy.
we left the next morning. Did that give me a chance to restore lost hit points?
Not
Yes.
that fancy. They're still.
It's actually been a couple of days with
Yeah.
your flight time and whatnot.
So are we at the bottom of the Kings Canyon Walk or are we up at the Rim Walk? Because there are two of them there.
No, you are down below.
Okay.
And again, I want to also thank Mrs. Roy for...
Mrs. Roy.
I forgot her name, I'm sorry.
Z.
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 It's a letter.
It's one letter, man.
Yeah, come on, dude.
If
We
you
might
want to
be
be
pushing it.
specific, it's the 26th letter in the alphabet.
Go play in traffic.
But then we
Thank
can't
you for
play
the
here.
cookies and the diabetes. So you guys get down there, and this is great
Looks like there's a nice
example of what we
visitor
do in our
center in there.
webcast. Stuff on my face and then talking to people.
Yeah.
You say, John?
It looks like there's a nice little visitor center down there and a couple of restroom facilities, parking lot.
Can we dial in the GPS? How far are we from this exact location?
When you get to the end of that road, you are right on the money.
And how large of a space does this GPS designate?
It will take you within 3 feet.
3 feet.
Seriously?
Oh, good.
Wow,
Then
okay.
yeah, let's go there. That
Okay.
seems like a good.
Yeah.
Mil-spec will do a little better than that. Yeah, you're within 3 feet of what you programmed in there.
What would a fifth decimal point get us? Within a foot? I don't know.
So
6 inches.
you get out there and you're looking around. One of the locals that's working at the visitor center is just like, so can I help you with anything?
So we
Oh,
Let's
you're
see
Yanks.
yeah, unfortunately. So we received a set of coordinates that led us all the way here.
Set of coordinates.
Is this it? Is this the 3 foot designating spot?
It's
Right.
in
The end of
visitor
the
center?
road is, you're on the money there. The visitor center is up
Just
a
a
path
short,
a little
yeah,
ways.
short walk.
Oh,
up
and
the
we're
way.
at the visitor center then. Okay, then I say we should go to the coordinates.
Well, that just takes us back
The
down
coordinates will
road.
take you back to the parking lot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not looking at a map like you. You guys, it's a little more difficult for me to visualize.
Does it?
Sorry. Yeah, you're so the parking lot, the coordinates take you to the parking lot.
Coordinates brought us here.
Mm-hmm.
The visitor center is up here.
Okay, so why did we go to the visitor center?
The only place we could find to talk to somebody.
I wanted to go to coordinates.
But there was only asphalt at the coordinates.
Is that true? I see. I must have zoned out and missed that part.
We'll call it
It's the
jet lag.
crack.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Dude, we
Or
told
the
you, you gotta stay
cookies.
off that crack, dude.
Probably a lack of sleep.
It's Fallout 76.
You know,
That's what it was. Staying up all night.
so what can I help you Yanks with?
We're trying to figure out what these coordinates mean.
So we show them the coordinates?
You can if you want. You're just like, I don't know. Who gave them to you?
Are there any mining operations in the area? Within like 5
not that
miles?
I'm aware of. There are a number of paths that lead out into the canyons and then up the walk and whatnot.
Is there a known underground cavern system here?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
Do you know much about the history of this place? Like if the parking lot was built over something or what this lot was designated for before this visitor
No.
center was here? It's a very nice place, by the way.
It looks like
the canyon, to the Aboriginals, the canyon has some spiritual significance. You know, communing with the land and whatnot.
well, it looks like we're sitting in the middle of a stream bed. Does it flood here?
At times, if we get enough rain, it could.
Does it ever like close the visitor center or close the road? Is it that
Not
bad?
that I've ever seen, but I've only been here for a couple of years.
Anasazi.
Now, but yeah, this is really the rim walk. If you can go from here and then you take it up the hill, and he shows you a map. You just kind of walk up here a little bit. You can either go up around over to Kings Creek Walk, or you can go up the rim walk. There's another path that goes over this other part of the canyon, but you know, I haven't got around to naming that yet.
Well, let's. Why don't we go up to the rim walk and see what we can see if there's anything we can discern from up
I'm
there.
gonna
Sure. Thank you, sir,
I'm
for
gonna
your time.
step away while they're talking to these guys. I'm gonna call John Ashpool, researchers, and he said that he did the coordinates different than the than how they lit up. I was gonna ask him just to go back and redo them as the equation designated that it should be solved.
Okay. You call and wake him up in the middle of the night.
Cool.
12-hour
And
time
he's just
difference.
like, all right. As soon as I get in the office, I'll get right on that.
So 6 hours later.
Cool.
Okay. So you're gonna go up the. Are you gonna go up the rim walk or the creek walk?
I think we're going to go up the rim walk so that we can get an idea.
Can we just check out the space in the parking lot a little bit? See if there was any kind of like distortion or anything weird there, maybe, just before we go out and like leave this place entirely. Like just go and look in the exact spot that the thing designated us to go to. Just because it seems weird that it would lead us to an exact spot and then
that not be the spot.
and then we go
Right.
off and walk somewhere else. Yeah.
When you get up to the exact spot, it is a couple of feet. You go through with the GPS and whatnot, it moves over, and you're like 2 feet into what would be the end of that stream bed.
I want to look around for any kind of like weird distortions, anything in the area. I want to look like on the ground anywhere.
See, that's what I thought we
See
did.
if
like-
anything.
You can give me everybody can give me a search roll.
Sure. I'm okay at these.
I'm not. Yeah, 7.
17. That was a low roll.
20.
Yeah, good. That's good.
Tim, so you had a 20, you had
17.
17? You're looking around, you don't see anything abnormal. You think you saw something out of the corner of your eye and you turn, just, it's one of those weird things. Said everybody, you can pull out your phone. There's a GPS function in your phones. You have a standalone Garmin, and they all within a couple, maybe a foot of each other, put you about 2 feet into the stream bed.
Well, let's take a look at the stream. Go down and take a look at the stream bed then and see if.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't suppose we have. Did you bring a metal detector with you?
I didn't. Maybe the visitor's office would. Just as like.
Oh, the Visitor Bureau?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't have much to ask for. People lose their keys all the time, but yeah, I've got one.
Can I borrow it, please?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Thank you.
Just bring it back.
Oh yeah, I'll be right back with it.
Not sure how much battery charge is on it, though.
I'll check the battery charge on it.
And it's about a quarter full.
Well, it's enough to check one spot at any rate.
Okay.
So where are you going around, and what you're looking for stuff that's metallic?
Yeah, we're gonna sweep the exact spots and then go out further in like a radius around
Okay.
that spot and see if I pick up anything until
Kind of a spiral search.
basically until
Okay.
yeah, the battery dies.
As you go around, you find half a dozen bottle caps.
Apocalypse money.
You well played, wasteland. As you go around, you find an old set of keys. That's like your third pass. So you go past. There's a set of keys in the
Bro, that
stream
sucks.
bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's nothing else. Go ahead and give me, since you're going through and doing the search pattern, give me another search roll.
Another search roll. Cool.
Get a bonus on this.
Sweet. That'll be a 23.
You find a couple of small fragments of a crystalline, kind of a crystal nut. It's not the same color, but it stands out from other. But every time you go around and you come across the stream again, you hit one. You go around again, you're a few more feet up and you find another small piece. You go around again and there's another small piece.
I want to follow that because it seems to be a path now.
Okay.
As much as I can, as far as I can.
Okay. Do you tell the others about this maybe?
Yeah, so I keep finding these weird shards, and it looks like they're heading off in a direction like alongside the stream bed or directly in it. It's following it, basically.
Can you identify them without the metal detector?
Can I go ahead and try and find one without the medical?
The metal detector is not what finds them. They just happen to catch your eye.
Oh yeah, like the metal. These aren't even
Oh,
metal.
okay.
This isn't even helping me. Yeah. I
Okay.
don't need this anymore.
All right. Well, tell you what. You, Jack, why don't you go with Quinn here and see if you can't follow where it's going. I'm going to take the metal detector back, and I'll catch up with you guys real quick.
Sounds good. So I keep following the trail of breadcrumbs.
And literally that's what it is. And some of these shards are pink, some are green that's close to the tablet, purple, red. Just kind of, and again, they're not massive. They're not large. They just kind of like, but they stand out in the stream bed.
Okay.
Okay. So, how far are you going to go before?
Well, this is our mission. I'm following it as far as I can. Like.
Okay. Well, are you going to wait for him at some point, or?
Well, I mean, yeah. If I start getting like away from the visitor center too far, I'll probably just wait for him to catch up so he can find us. I mean, we're also mic'd up, so.
Okay. The sun is starting to go down, and you're keeping on.
Should we keep going or find?
Um,
I doubt I can find these in the dark. I'm using the light to find them.
right. And we came out in the Range Rover, so we brought a fair amount of equipment here. We could even just set up camp here, or we can go back to the parking lot and camp for the night and come back up in the morning.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that sounds good. I'll just mark the area I found the last one in,
Okay.
and the one that I found before that one, and.
So we'll mark that on our GPS so that.
We can find it.
Okay.
Maybe also leave like some kind of like tag or something that I can see easily.
Okay.
Or something visual on the ground.
So you guys are gonna the guy that works at the visitor center. He's kind of like, we're not supposed to let people stay overnight, but no one comes out here. No one gives a damn. Go ahead. As long as you don't set anything on fire. As long as you don't set all the bush on fire.
Very kind of you. Thank you.
That's for you, Jack. Don't
We'll see.
set anything on fire.
The night's still young.
Nope. No promises. Okay. Let's see. Everyone, about 2 hours later, everyone give me a listen check.
Okay. I'm great at these.
20.
Actually, I kind of lucked out this time.
20 as well.
21. That's a high roll.
About 9 o'clock in the evening, you hear the didgeridoo.
Are you serious?
Jack, I told you to leave that in the plane.
But it's coming
You did
up
no such
from,
thing?
It's a ways off. You can hear it clearly because there is not another sound out here.
Wow.
And you can hear it clearly. And as you're looking
Is there a
around,
big bonfire in the direction? Can we see?
I'm gonna take my didgeridoo and head in that direction. I say, hey, let's go that way.
Let's jam.
And I point with my didgeridoo.
I'm not sure who bought him for that, but I bought him that thing. But yeah, it actually looks like it's up the hill
Okay.
on the path to go on the Kings Canyon rim walk.
So since it's dark, I'm going to put my goggles on and use NVG mode so that I don't face plant
Yep.
in the
Same
middle of
here.
stuff.
Night vision, bow and arrow, gun.
Okay.
Excuse me. And we'll head up the hill.
Okay, you get up there, and there's a bonfire, and there's
Is it like in the right stuff where it's Tower of Sparks going all the way up into space? Seriously.
What's the significance of that?
Have you not seen the movie The Right Stuff?
No.
Oh, you need to go see that.
Okay.
You need to go see that.
Apparently, I haven't seen any of your guys' movies. I'm sorry.
what are we gonna do with this kid?
Educate.
So there's a really young boy,
Okay.
Aboriginal.
Okay.
There's a really old guy.
He'd be about as tall as a young boy at this point too.
He's kind of whichever.
Yeah.
He's the one that's playing the didgeridoo.
Okay.
And there is, on the kind of a quarter of the way around the other way, there's an old lady that looks like she goes back to the dawn of time.
We want to talk to her.
We're gonna go up and talk to
Hey,
her.
oh, guy playing. He goes, oh, good evening.
Can I play my didgeridoo along with them?
You know how?
Do you actually know how?
And he's gonna
I can't get them to work either. I've actually
That's right.
tried playing one. I have no idea how
I
to
have
work.
no idea how you do it.
I own one, so I assume I can at least make a noise with it.
He's like, I can teach you how to do that if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, what are you blokes doing out? You Yanks too. That's odd. Nobody comes out here, especially at night.
Just for my understanding, how far away is this spot that they're camping at from the spot that I marked that I was going through last, and or is it in the path of the riverbed that I was following?
This is up the hill from the river path,
Okay, so it's not on the river path. Gotcha. Cool.
but it is up.
Gotcha.
And he's like, oh, you Yanks out here in the bush, middle of the night.
He said Bush.
Are you serious?
I'm a bad influence on
We're
these
gonna
jerks.
go.
So, what's 3 Americans doing out here?
I'm on a treasure hunt.
Oh, really? What kind of treasure?
We're not exactly sure. Have you ever heard of
That's what makes the
geocaching?
treasure.
Hey, there's, the geocaches are over that way.
Well, but we got coordinates that led us here.
Where'd you get coordinates that would lead you here?
Geocache.
Well, so
Headed in a crystal tablet.
yeah.
You're looking for the rest of the crystals.
Did you tell him that?
Yes.
Like in character?
Why would I not tell the Aborigine guy that?
Because it sounds insane.
Who's he gonna tell?
Looks over at the old lady and he's like,
Yeah, because it sounds insane.
so,
Okay.
So let me see if I understand this correctly.
Oh God.
You got the coordinates. Hey, it's not a bong.
You definitely heard that wrong.
You don't inhale. Come on.
Oh yes, he does. not as far as I know. You got some coordinates from
A crystal tablet.
a crystal.
A Rosetta Stone with Chinese, English, and Anasazi.
There's no English on it.
What is it? Mandarin,
There's
Anasazi, and
The third
Some
one we
English
couldn't
language
identify.
that we
knows.
do not identify.
and a third unidentified language.
Yeah, it's some real Indiana Jones type shit.
We're on an adventure.
what's an Indiana Jones?
They don't.
You know Steve Irwin?
I
Oh,
pull up a
okay.
picture of the text on a phone, and I show
He
it.
glances over at the old woman. She's like no expression whatsoever. She just
I've been through 2 world wars.
So what do you lads think you know about that? Eh?
Well, we
Recognized it.
Yeah,
That
we don't know
is important.
much of anything other than when we started trying to read the tablet, we discovered that part of it was a set of coordinates that led us here.
That's right. Apart from that, we don't know too much more.
Have you heard about it?
What do you know about it?
Well, I know a little bit about it.
What can you tell us?
I'm
Not
getting.
nearly as much as they could.
Who dat? I look.
I'm getting a funny feeling off this
Turn
guy.
around.
Can I check his intent? Like, get a read on him? Like, see what he's all about? I'm getting a funny feeling about him.
Okay, how would you
Sense
plan to
motive?
do that?
Sense motive?
Okay.
Yeah, I wanna check like his facial expression, read his body language, listen to his intonation.
Sense motive.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Who is he pointing at?
I'm not great at this. This is good. Cool. I am likely to fail. 12
Total?
total.
He's straight up.
Straight up. Cool.
I was like, I can tell you a little bit about it, but not as much as I can.
Who are they?
Come on now. Out you come. You guys look back behind you again?
Yeah.
Yep.
Little guy wearing a boulder, you know, the old school hat.
Yeah.
Bowler, yeah, okay.
And he's
Bowler
got jacket, vest, tie. Well, he's about 3 feet tall, 2.5, 3 feet tall. Walks out, he's got a kind of side to side.
Is it Yoda?
He's got a little
I knew you
cane.
did.
Well, they said he's a reptilian and about that tall, so.
Oh, don't you think you're a funny little bastard?
I didn't say
Oh,
that in
it's a
character.
leprechaun. Oh!
Think you're a wise, cracking little bastard.
I didn't say that in character. That was completely.
Oh, but I'm pretty sure you did. Says, old man, you have sight past the veil, eh? Wasn't sure anybody still had that here.
Wait.
He comes over and he squats down on a rock. The old man says,
Hello.
why don't you have your friend come out as well? I said, she prefers it in the shadows.
What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
You're giving me your name and I'll give you mine.
Sure, I'm Quinn.
Hello, Quinn. I'm Seamus.
Nice to meet you, Seamus.
So then, you're wanting to know what exactly the tablet is.
Yeah, we're pretty curious about it.
pathetic. You humans forget so much of your own bloody history.
Wait, you humans? Are you not human?
No, I'm a leprechaun. You said so yourself. You daft bastard.
Does he have like? I want to get like a read on his features. Does he look incredibly different from a human in any way, or?
He looks like a 2.5 foot tall human.
Okay.
He's got kind of reddish brown hair. He's got the long sideburns. Like I said, he's wearing a boulder.
Long ears at all?
No, not long, but
Okay.
maybe a little point to him.
Okay. I mean, I didn't know you. No offense to you, sir. You seem quite, polite and everything. I've never.
Oh, I know, you poor bastard. You had no idea that we still existed.
Yes, that's what I was just about
Well,
to
in
say.
your world we don't. It's just in legends and myths.
So how am I talking to you right now?
Because I crossed over. You have no recollection. You truly have no recollection of your own history. It's been a while, but with everything that's at stake, for fuck's sake.
Now you started to become Highland Scottish.
I am Scottish.
I thought leprechauns were Irish.
God, you daft bastards. We come from all over the islands.
Oh, okay.
How can you not tell the difference between a Scot and an Irish? I'm a Scotsman. I'm speaking to you right now. Hello, hi, it's
Hi.
you.
I'm
This
sorry.
isn't an Irish accident.
I'm
Accident. This is an Irish accent. Twiddly dee potato. It's my favorite Irish joke too, just for you, Sean. So of course I'm Scottish.
my apologies, sir. I haven't been out of the States until now. So why did you come here? Like, how did you get here?
Well, you
Pardon me for finding you fascinating.
kind of saw us come across.
Wait, you were in Folsom Stadium back in Colorado?
No, that was not us.
Well, who was
We
that?
were at the fancy hotel.
Oh, over at the Brown Palace, were you?
No, the other one, where you were.
Oh, wow. Okay, that one's not as fancy as the Brown Palace, but okay.
No, I thought it was pretty fancy. It was nice.
You guys moved pretty fast.
How did you move so fast?
My companion has a few talents.
What kind of talents?
Oh, all kinds of talents. She's very good at not being seen and not being heard.
So where did you come from? Where's this other world? What's behind the veil?
I'm from Gaia.
Gaia. And what is Gaia?
True. So which
Earth
one?
Mother.
Let me stop for just a fucking second. Which one of you is actually in charge?
Oh, that's definitely me.
It's definitely you.
I got the didgeridoo, don't I?
All right. So which one of you two is actually in charge?
This gentleman right here.
Unfortunately, that's me.
All right.
I'm
So,
so
am I correct in understanding that you have no idea about what's going on? No understanding.
I'm afraid you have caught us at a loss.
You have us at a major disadvantage, unfortunately.
Of course, I'm a Scotsman. I've got everything at an advantage. All right, lads.
You have the Highland.
And the Lowlands.
And the
but most
Midlands in
importantly,
Yeah.
we have the Scotch. Well,
Do you have any with you?
pulls out this wee little flask. He says, "I've got enough for me."
That's not a bottomless flask?
I mean, you have,
You're a leprechaun. It would only make sense.
so is it? Never mind.
So, sit down. I'm tired
Thank
of
you.
looking up at you. Get a crick in my neck.
So we take a seat.
Yeah, I full on am fascinated by this individual.
7,777 years ago, a great war was fought. The powers that were agreed would sued for peace by the axis of evil to a settlement to make the peace. The High Court of the Supreme Court, as it was, of Gaia, decreed that the world, would be sundered in two. What you call Earth, what we know as Terra, and Gaia proper, or Gaia Prime, or simply Gaia. Our universes were split in two. The sediment left the world is, you know it, solely to the humans. All the other races, we went to Gaia's.
What constitutes all the other races
And why were we
singled out?
quarantined in a way?
Well, your kind suffered the most.
It's because we won, right?
No, you
Please.
pretty much were brought to the brink of extinction.
Oh,
And, well, we see how fast you got over that shite, didn't you?
Unfortunately, so perhaps.
So through immense and powerful technology and magic, the world was ripped apart. And as I said, the other races of the world seemingly vanished overnight from yours, living only now in your fairy tales, myths, and legends. But all of us, perhaps most, save but a couple, a few, had been deceived and misled. Within the magical pages of the settlement left as a provision that after 7,777 years, the humans would have to appeal to the High Court of Gaia in order to have the separation of the universes of the worlds remain as it was for another 7,777 years.
What happens if we don't petition to keep them separate the way that they are now?
They merged back in together.
Is that what's happening now?
Partially. For your appeal was never filed.
Because we didn't know about it, yeah.
And, you
Makes
knew
sense.
about it. Yeah, but you've got the tablets.
Tablets, more than one?
Aye.
So we
only
only
have
found one that led us here.
And we can't read a third of it.
Well, how did you lose the damn things?
I don't know. I'm not 7,777 years
apparently-
Well, it's not my fault.
old. No, I'm not saying
We're not
it is. I'm
accusing
sorry.
you.
Yeah,
we're
no.
trying. We're
You're
trying
damn
to
right
put
you're
pieces
not.
together.
Holds up his little stick. It looks like a very small blackthorn shillelagh. I'll crack you on the head. Bastard.
Eh, rightfully so. Unfortunately, I still don't remember.
It's-
The fact remains.
Well, the fact remains is that the powers that be have violated the treaty. We did as well, trying to keep things in check. But it appears that those that were once so bent on the death and destruction of your kind are at it again.
is that the axis of evil?
Aye. There were plenty of Losafar, what you would call an elf, the light elves. Some of my cousins, the gnomes, orcs,
Those were on the axis of evil?
Garianthropes. Aye.
And
Garianthropes, what you would call shapeshifters. Minotaurs, goblinoids of all kinds. They were all been manipulated by the powers that were behind it all. The worlds are now beginning to merge once again into one.
So that would explain these spheres that we've been seeing.
Yes, but it has more to do with the way the worlds are coming together. The Illithids figured out that if they crash the worlds into each other, well, nothing.
I'm sorry, illithids? What are they? What are they?
Illithids, the mind flayers?
How do you know what they are?
Because I've been at it for a couple years, but
No, I mean out of in character.
Do you
how do
say that
know?
in character?
my character wouldn't. I don't know if my character would know or not.
Do these things exist as D&D players in our world?
What is the best way in the world to hide something?
Right in front of somebody.
Yeah.
Ah, you're not as daft as you look.
Well, I'm pretty
Well,
daft, but I'm
Let
trying.
me say, you're not as daft as he looks.
Mind flayers.
But,
Of course
yes.
we're after mind flayers.
No, I do too. Out of
It's a
character.
very derogatory term that they don't like, which, frankly, pleases the
They
hell out
eat
of me.
brains. They literally have tentacles. Open up your head. Your brain. Gone.
And that is considered a delicacy by them, yes. They're not particularly the most charming of folks.
They're like man-sized Cthulhu's.
So do you actually know all this in character? Because I already know.
I guess so. I'm talking about it enough.
Okay.
I must have read a book on it.
Fair enough.
So
You're a science
the,
fiction nerd,
the,
so
the best way to hide something, as your mate here said,
Right in front of you.
is in plain sight. What's the biggest way, the easiest way to get people not to believe in something?
Making it a part of their culture all around them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want people to believe in vampires anymore. Let's make some movies about them. Oh, werewolves. Oh, those cute fuzzy little bastards. Let's turn it into a soap opera.
And a really bad movie.
A few really bad, some good ones.
Some good ones.
hey, can we clarify something real quick? So vampires, I mean,
Totally
yeah,
real.
we've been making movies
Aye.
about them for a long time,
Aye.
and then some of these. Okay, you called me daft. I think some really. What's beyond daft for you? Anyway, these folks created this supposed myth about these vampires that can like exist in the daylight. Can you clear that up? That's
like-
like false, right? That doesn't.
I
actually happen.
am not personally aware of any blood-sucking vampires that could walk around in the sunlight.
Okay, good.
Do you have
Knew that was all.
or happen to know of like anywhere I could find like some more information about some of these creatures that you're talking about? Because
Oh yes, there was plenty of information. Until you burn the damn libraries down.
are you talking about Alexandria?
Aye, among others.
Damn Catholics.
I don't laugh in character, but yeah, that was good.
I say
There's the out of
so.
character story we'll tell off the air.
Okay.
So you're saying that the worlds are smashing together.
Aye.
Is there any way to stop that from happening?
No.
Okay, what can we do about it?
You can put the keys in the correct order to... It's just like landing a ship. That if... Or landing an aeroplane. Or a...
We
let me go
have
back
to build the
Sort
runway.
of like, what did you call your airships? The like the one that burst into flame?
The Hindenburg.
Yeah, but what did you call them?
That was a dirigible.
Dirigibles, aye. So, just like landing a dirigible, how do you do it? You guide it in, and you have guide ropes, aye?
Yeah.
So, you have to establish the guide ropes. You've got to put the keys in the right place, at the right time, and guide them together.
So these keys, I presume, are the tablets that we found, or are they something else?
They're parts of it. They'll guide you to where the locks be.
But what about where the keys be?
They should guide you to where those are as well.
Is there a particular way we need to be reading these tablets? Like I said,
And he said there's 3 of them.
there's one language on that we can't read at all.
It's lost to our history, unfortunately.
So is there something somewhere that can give us the information necessary to read the third portion of that?
Or someone
I
who
don't
can teach
know.
us the language.
I don't know if I can. It's the high legal babble of the court, and while I'm fairly versed in it, the dialect has changed over the years. So I can give it a go.
Show them the picture.
Well,
The third, it's the one at the bottom there.
We also
Turn it and
have
I zoom it in.
we also have a problem with the Anasazi because we don't actually have any Anasazi left anymore to actually read it.
oh, you kind of fucked things up there, didn't you?
Oh, free me.
Before my time, for sure. We're not a very long-lived species. I don't know if that was different in the past.
No. You're not so different. You're not so different from most of the other races. My kinds, we don't live much longer than humans do.
Oh, okay. That's something that's changed.
Do you maybe have libraries that we might be able to visit and learn some of the stuff
No,
we've forgotten?
unfortunately, I could not. I don't. One at a bloody time.
I'm sorry. I'm really excited.
So, do you have, what do you call them? Benadryl for the lad?
Benadryl? Yeah, I have. Yeah.
He might use 5 or 6. But
With everybody and me today.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So, what was your question again? I'm sorry.
Trying to find a way to read these
Libraries.
other languages or libraries or
No,
whatever.
I'm afraid that is complicated. One, I do not think that your lines would survive crossing over. 2, it's quite illegal. And your kind would stand out like a beacon in the night.
So here's a question. If we're not allowed over there, how come you know all this stuff about us, and how come the information is going only one way right now? I'm not saying it's your fault, but it does put us at a disadvantage, and I'm wondering why that was made in the original agreement.
It's not so much how do I put this without perjuring myself? The other side has obviously been cheating for quite a long time.
As politicians do.
They have manipulated your history for the last 1,000 years or so.
Is there a way that we could petition the court to even the playing field a bit?
Well, no. Again, because your minds would not handle crossing over. But it's possible that the High Court may have sent you a little help.
Is it possible you can point us in the direction of this help?
What the fuck do you think I'm doing?
Well,
I'm answering your fucking questions. I'll tell you, I'll read the damn tablets for you.
my question is
Am I not
more.
little enough? I can't make myself much taller, but I can go down about another 6 inches.
The question was more geared toward: is it just you? Is it your friend who's hiding in the shadows? Is there?
We're here to help and guide. We cannot give you all of the answers.
So,
We don't have the tablet with us.
yeah, I just have this picture. Also,
Would it-
Where?
would it
No,
be-
we followed you across.
how can we trust you? Like, what's in this for you? Why are you helping us?
It's my sworn duty.
Sworn to...
Oh, silly me. Allow me to properly introduce myself. My name is Seamus Earl McMillan,
Okay. Nice to meet you.
High Constable General
That's
of the
Mac
High
Miller?
Court,
Mac Miller or Mick?
Mac.
Mac, thank you.
We already had the Irish Scottish talk.
I
So-
didn't know that, but that's interesting to know. IRL.
High Constable General.
High Constable General of.
He is the High Constable General, High General Chief Inspector Constable
Oh my God.
of the High Court of Gaia.
High General Inspector.
High General Chief Inspector Constable
Chief Inspector Constable.
Of
the Courts of Gaia.
The Courts of Gaia.
Wow. Does that fit on one business card?
Do you have a business card? Because that would be fantastic.
No, that seems to be pretty much a human trait.
Does seem like
This is a lot to take in.
the High Courts of
Can I-
Gaia. Sorry.
Could I pause you for just a moment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, while, if you would, keep them busy for just a moment, I'm going to step a few steps back and make sure that Stephen has actually been listening into our conversation.
Static.
Fuck.
Have I been able to get?
Have we been able to record any of this?
Are you going to try and play it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's recorded, audio and video.
Oh, okay. Because they're going to think we're just fucking lunatics if we
Oh,
don't
you
have
think.
something to... Okay, so I
You
come
guys
back
went out
with...
there and tried ayahuasca, didn't you? That's what we spent thousands of dollars on you for, really?
Wow. Wow.
Okay, so... Seamus, please continue to fill us in on...
Thank you so much for all your help. Like I understand it's your job, but not everybody has to do their
Yeah,
job as thoroughly as this.
We weren't supposed to necessarily come to your attention.
Right.
But as I said, the old man sees beyond the veil, and things have changed a little bit.
Seems like it.
You have some formidable foes and allies among your own kind that have allied themselves with the forces that be.
Inevitably.
That's why we have Jack on our side.
Oh, Jack knows a few of them.
Keep your friends close, right?
Keep your enemies closer.
I give Jack a hard time, but he actually reminds me of one of my cousins. He's a good man.
Somebody likes you there, Jack.
everyone likes me.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, you'll see. He'll prove his worth.
All right.
But my deputy and I were sent across to observe and give nudges in the right direction, but it's come to my opinion, my belief, that a little more...
I was going to say, is this like a nudge on a super tanker, or are we talking about something a little more hefty here?
I cannot provide you with... I can provide you with knowledge, that's about it.
Knowledge
Because
is,
I can't bring much more across.
well, knowing is half the battle, so...
I mean, yeah, knowledge is power, for sure. Knowing is half. Is that another reference I don't get?
God, we're so old.
What?
Um,
I'm sorry, I'm not trying.
I'll have to bring it up after we are off the air.
Yo, Joe. He'll tell you that them coming across, even though the opposition has been pretty flagrant about it, that unless they have some kind of hard evidence that would stand up in court, i.e., one of the things that have crossed, whatever is crossed over, or some other kind of evidence that would hold up in court. Unfortunately, because the petition to keep the world separate wasn't filed, there is nothing to stop undoing this rift between worlds.
So there's no way to file a petition this late in order to keep them separate.
No, legally, there's nothing that
It's like
can be done.
physically impossible.
So,
Like,
The magic
physics is happening.
itself is being undone.
So I'd like to go back to the conversation with Seamus here. I have an interesting hypothesis kind of flowing through my brain right now. So you spoke about the ropes used to guide the airship in.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have seen so much activity in the area, is Denver the location of one of the locks? Or somewhere in the Denver area, the location of one of the locks?
The Denver, I can't keep up the accent, so forgive me. The Denver area lies upon a number of ley lines,
Sure.
and the inherent energy of those ley lines was fundamental to the execution of the original splitting, creating the rift between the worlds. Now that it is coming back together, that is the focal point.
So maybe that's where they're moored together.
Yes,
So that's probably one of the areas where we would want to guide it in.
So the guy lines are going to be
around
it.
There are other places around the world, and I don't know exactly where they are. Seamus doesn't know exactly where they are, but with all 3 tablets together.
Oh, 3 tablets. That's more information than we had. That's
No,
good.
he
to know.
told us 3 before.
Yeah.
I told you
Oh,
the
did
tablets
oh
are
okay. Sorry.
Seamus
Missed that
did.
part.
James did.
I missed that part.
With all 3 tablets together, the first one should lead us to the second. The first and second together should lead us to the third.
Oh, is that how
Is
that
there a
works?
way to figure out which tablet we have now?
I was under the understanding from what we saw, you have the crystal tablet.
Right, but we don't know if that's the first or the second or the third tablet.
Oh, that's a good point. I will have to examine it, and we can come up with some answers from there.
Okay.
So the first leads to the second, and then the first and the second lead to
leads
the third.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely linear.
I don't suppose there's a way that you could expedite our return and you could go look with us?
I'm sorry, that we could go what?
Look at the crystal tablet since it's back in Denver?
I can't blink here because the worlds haven't joined, and even then, unlike your mythology, we can't just.
Grant wishes.
Yeah, that's so overrated, anyways. How
Do you mind traveling with us?
do you think we got here?
You were on the plane with us. We never saw you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it appears you have some talents that are beyond our current understanding. As a man of science, I'm very interested in this. Is there any way I can learn more about this?
To answer your question about learning more about it, right now, probably not, because it is technology beyond what this world has.
Uh-huh.
Down the road, depending on what happens.
Well, I'm asking Seamus if you can.
Yeah, he says, you seem to be intelligent enough to grasp it, but you're asking to learn about a technology that is like asking a freshman to start working on quantum physics.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Sure, is it possible that some 14-year-old out there would grasp it and get it? Absolutely. But not to be rude, entirely
Listen.
get any on you? Sorry, the downside of a beard.
Ew.
It's also the upside.
Ew.
You need to back that up. I apologize. That was inappropriate. it's unlikely that you would be able to grasp the technology. Are you smart enough? Yes, but in the short period of time that we have.
Oh no, I'm just asking for a starting point, please. Like, I completely understand.
Why
that I
don't we
need to work
get
up.
through the troubles at hand and see where we land afterwards?
Okay.
I have a silly question, and I do apologize for this, but did you kind of lead us all the way down here just so we could have this conversation with you?
No, we weren't supposed to interact with you,
Yeah.
but he can see beyond the veil, and well, once I'm called out, I'm called out.
So what else is going on down here that we should be aware of that, I mean,
Yeah, I found these. I pulled up one of the shards that I was using as the breadcrumbs.
Yeah,
It's going to lead me to a place, I'm
you know,
sure.
I wonder where those came from.
Yeah.
so maybe the
It's
second
going to lead you to
tablet?
the other tablet.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other tablet is back down in the canyon.
Is there anything you know about where the tablet is held? Is it protected? Is it guarded somehow? Or
Down in that canyon. There's a large rock that covers a significant cavern. But to the best of my knowledge, that's the only thing that's there.
do you know what's inside the cavern? Is there anything we should be aware of?
The next tablet.
Okay.
To the best of my knowledge, that's all that's there. I don't believe it's guarded.
Okay.
It sounds like we don't have a lot of time here.
You have about 14 days.
2 weeks.
I think what we need to do is go down and retrieve that tablet tonight and make our way back as quickly as we can.
Yes.
That may be a wise thing to do.
Okay.
Bring your didgeridoo. Let's go.
Jack, you're on point. We're going down into the canyon. We're going to find this thing.
Come on, Jack. I'll show you where to go.
Cool.
Oh, you're going to lead us. Thank you.
Oh, I might as well at this point. Don't ask me to move the down rock, though. I'm not-
Oh, no, that's
Well-
okay. Quite all right. Thank you.
He's the brawn anyway, so.
Yeah, I'm not that strong, and I hold up on my skinny ass little arms.
Sergeant Traherne will keep an eye in the shadows.
Thank you. Much
Appreciate that.
appreciated, Yeah.
Not sure I want to know what she's protecting us against.
We don't know, but better to have eyes out than no eyes at all.
Of the creatures that came through, were any of them what we would understand here on Earth as reptilian? Because we found some tracks.
With me? No.
No, not with you. No, just in general things that come
Some
from
of,
your
some
side
of
the
the
world.
other events that we've witnessed.
I suspect possibly,
Okay.
probably.
Anything we should know about those said creatures?
Well, I'm not entirely sure until I see whatever evidence you might have before I can tell for sure.
Picture of the
Right
footprint.
there. Oh, that's not good. Gremlins. You've
Gremlins.
got gremlins.
Love that movie.
At least you've seen one of them.
I wasn't sure if we were going to keep him for a minute.
Oh my god! Joey's over here snickering at me.
All right, so come along, Jack. And he almost slips and gets his cane out. He's got a little walking stick. He goes back down the path, and he leads you back up. Instead of the rim walk, there's the valley walk, and he leads you up and through some of the bush and whatnot, and there is a large rock. And
Kings Creek Rock.
until he really, pardon me?
The Kings Creek Walk, then.
Yes.
Okay.
And so going back up into that is, at the end of that is where this cavern is.
This is so cool.
So,
How is David Panlow connected to
well, he's one of the ones that sold your people out.
That's what I thought.
He's,
Oh, good.
well, he sold his people out a long time ago. Long time ago.
So how old is he then?
Carry the three. He's about 2,000 years old.
Of course. That's why he's so spry for looking so old.
Well, he's been cursed.
Cursed with a long life.
He apparently has been cursed with butterfingers, too.
How do you figure?
Well, he had a little accident trying to steal the first tablet from the museum.
He actually got out of his chair And you saw him walking.
I didn't see him walking, but he and his thugs were trying to steal it, and somehow, through some strange set of circumstances, and it seemed like there was a beer can involved or something like that, where he came out of his chair and lost possession of the tablet.
I thought that was one of his ninjas.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was one of his, yeah.
I don't
They're not
remember.
really
I don't
ninjas,
remember all the
because,
details off
yeah.
the top of my head. That was last week.
He sold out just before he was cursed by his emperor.
Oh, lovely. Wait, 2,000 years? Which dynasty was that?
I don't even know.
1,000.
They said he was about 2,000
He's
years
about
old.
2,000 years old.
Is he too?
Zero
I misheard.
so 18 CE, basically. The year 18 CE.
This is why I don't want electronics.
I'm
But
just
since
trying
I have
to...
my laptop.
Wow.
Yes, he definitely sold you out. He's been promised.
Real Judas there.
Pardon me, sir.
I said a real Judas there.
Oh yeah, I kind of like that term. That's a good analogy, yes.
It
He's
is,
a
isn't it?
bastard.
Yeah.
As long as we're all on the same page here.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So does he have any abilities?
Oh yes.
Like what you have?
Possibly
Magic.
more so. Oh,
For
he
lack of
definitely
better.
has magic. But it's the three big goons that hang out with him. Those are the ones you've got to watch.
Lovely.
Good to know.
Well, I don't know my dynasties very well, so I think we're going to have to do a little more research on this, but...
I agree.
So then, you guys get down there. He points out the rock.
The old man we were talking about.
What was his name again?
David Pamela?
David
Pamela.
Pamela, thank you.
Sorry. Continue.
Sorry.
So he gets down there. He points out the rock, and it takes you got to kind of work around before you can kind of see. Okay, yeah, there is a crease back here. It almost, when you're in front of it, and good portion of the side all the way around, it looks like it's just part of the canyon wall. So
this is what, like a 10,000 pound boulder?
between the
Is there any way we can squeeze through or dig something out instead of trying to move the entire boulder?
I don't know of any way to get beyond it without moving it.
Well,
Could we actually just
we have an old Land Rover. Maybe we could bring it up here and...
Okay, you have the same satellite footage that I do. Do you really think you can get a Land Rover up in there?
I don't know of any other way we're going to move this boulder.
Do we have any explosives?
We all have 3 grenades.
You brought those on the plane?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's our plane.
Now, how we got him past
There is no TSA.
customs, I'm not sure.
There is no customs, right?
That's right.
We're
Coming into Australia, you bet your ass there was.
So how did?
Let's just breeze past it.
Yeah, because that's in your favor.
These are not the explosives you were looking for.
That's right. I pulled some of my business connections.
You did say bring whatever you want.
Yeah, that's going to be my downfall. All right, so you guys get up there, and I'll go ahead and give to you that you guys work for a while. You get some spikes dug in there, attach some ropes, and
God.
heave and about the time the sun comes up, you've moved it enough that at least Quinn can get through. Quinn and Seamus.
You think you can handle this? Are you okay going in by yourself with Seamus?
I haven't even got my badge yet. I haven't even signed the non-disclosure agreement yet. I'm still reading it.
Well, you gave a verbal agreement. You're part of the team.
I know, but I don't know if I'm...
It's going to take you 4 months to get through that entire agreement. Trust me.
I mean, it's fine. I don't know if I'm necessarily qualified for this, but Okay.
I don't know that any of us are qualified for what we're doing now.
I mean, okay, fair enough. Doesn't that mean we should have as many, power numbers and all that? We should have as many people as we can? We should not split the party?
In general, I'd agree, but I'm too big to fit in that.
Well, get on.
Okay.
Thanks, Jack. I think you're just voluntold.
I guess I am. I mean, I'm the new guy, so go go clean the latrines, Marine. Go.
You are the FNG.
All right, so I'm going to let's try and patch video to each other
Absolutely.
and comms.
I absolutely agree with that.
'Cause I will definitely need
Here, I'll throw some grenades in after you. Just keep it clear.
You could just give me them, and I'll decide when they get thrown.
You got some trust issues.
That's right. Please use grenades in a cave. I hope you do. I hand you 2 out of 3 of them.
I will definitely not, but thank you. I am, a scientist. I'm not a geologist, but I don't have to be to know that that's a bad idea.
Good idea. Bad idea.
Pulls pins.
Okay, Pinky.
Puts it back. Dink. Puts it back. I know you can't do that.
Actually, you can put the pin back in a grenade.
Can you really?
Yeah.
I don't think you could. I thought it was okay, cool.
But you don't have very long to do it.
Can't tell who the vets in this group are, huh?
I'm sorry.
Okay, so you get in there and it's a ways back. It is jet black back here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you get 15 feet from the opening and it is jet black. There is, okay.
That amplifies any existing light. There is no existing light.
I'm going to play my didgeridoo in there, so it reverberates all around.
Thanks. Yeah.
Did you bring your chem lights with you?
Did I have those? I mean, I brought everything that was in the
We did have a flashlight.
thing. I brought the flashbangs.
We're so screwed.
No, were there chem lights in this bag that I got here?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, so I brought all that because I brought literally everything that was in the locker.
Break out one of your chem lights.
Okay, so I do that.
Okay. Ooh, it's glowing all around here. And I can see about 15 feet.
Light
15,
amplification
20
now.
feet. Yeah, you can see about 15 feet in front of you because you're holding it right here.
So I gotta throw it. Yeah. I'll just walk
What?
in.
Maybe you should break out 2 chem lights then, so you can kind of
Just throw them ahead of myself. Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
leapfrog them.
I will do that. I will listen to
Okay.
my SO.
So you throw one, you walk up to it, take the next one, throw it, walk up to it.
This is really boring.
Okay, you keep going back and back and back. And you come
Seamus,
up-
can you see anything? Can you see in this darkness? Or
I can see your little glowy stick.
oh well.
You could do one-eye thermal. That way you could see if anything is going to get you.
You can't do just one eye.
I thought they were...
These look like ski goggles.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and switch to thermal just in case I see anything wonky.
No, this
I'll
thing
just keep it on
is
thermal.
Cold as can be.
This thing is.
It's a cold black
So
heart.
if there's nothing putting off heat, you're not going to pick up anything. It's
Yep.
just going to be black.
So I can't even see the chem lights.
So really, because it doesn't put, it's just a chemical reaction. There's no heat involved.
Right. Okay. Does Seamus give off any heat? Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool.
You can see him, and everything else around is. I mean, it's different shades and whatnot. You've ever
Look
seen
at my hand.
The
Oh, that's
flare,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, have you ever seen Predator?
Yeah.
Okay, so what he uses is thermal imaging.
Right. Yeah.
So if there's no body heat or heat around, you're not going to get anything.
Gotcha.
So really, in here, your only choice for vision to see is
NVG.
is the light intensification
All right. All right.
or amplification.
Sure. Yeah.
So you do that, and it goes around and around, and you're gone. He's gone for about 25-30 minutes. What are you two doing while he's gone?
Did we have comms and video the whole way?
Mm-mm.
No, we lose it.
Through caves? No.
I didn't think so.
Your stuff is cool. It's not that cool.
It's not breaking physics cool.
So I would actually like to try and talk to Seamus's associate, the sergeant.
You don't see her anymore.
I'm just gonna talk out into the open.
Does she have a heat signature?
Ooh. Ooh.
You look around and no, you don't see anything.
Okay.
I'm looking around for little crystals.
Like right around the opening, you see where Seamus supposed to have just gone, and you get some crystals, and you get some crystals.
I'm gonna gather a whole bunch.
Okay.
And then eat them.
So you get down there, and finally you come down to, you start to see a little glow up in the distance,
Okay.
and there is some kind of moss or something that's growing in here that glows just a little bit, and you come in and what looks like a natural rocks formation, a little stand right in the middle, a little pillar about 3.5, maybe 4 feet tall, and on top of it is what looks like another tablet
Attached to it, floating, sitting on it.
sitting on it.
Okay, cool.
Kind of, it's shaped in such a way that it's actually, when you walk up to it, it's where you can read it. And
Okay.
it looks very similar to the crystal tablet. But
Okay.
this is made out of some kind of metal.
Interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my chem lights in my backpack, so this way they're not giving off any light since I can already have light. Are there any other entrances to my situation? There's nothing else.
This is it.
Okay.
You've just walked about 30 minutes into a pitch black sealed cavern.
Wow.
Okay.
So I want to take some scrapings of the moss for more samples,
Okay.
just out of curiosity. And I want to check for like any kind of traps all over this thing.
There's nothing in here.
Okay.
I'll give that to you. There's nothing in here.
Okay. Then I'm going.
Seamus is up standing there by the pillar, kind of leaning up on it. He taps it with his stick.
Oh, all right. Last time this shocked a person, so I'm gonna take out my Has4 poncho, wrap it around, because I'm assuming it's not conductive.
You're smart.
Thank you.
Last
Thank you.
one, did the last one get you?
Jack actually got me. He touched it, and then he held on to me, and then touched it, and yeah.
That's fantastic. What a bastard.
I know.
And that's what we're going to call it for this week.
Very cool.
All right, so I hope you guys had some fun.
Yeah.
Definitely. This is getting fascinating.
I always wanted to go to Australia.
Yeah.
Which sounds a little too much like nom nom nom. But, now I want bacon.
And you wouldn't believe what it looks like on screen.
I'm going to hell for that. Thanks, Joey, you bastard. Fuck it, I cannot unedit that either. That's cool. You know what? If I'm hoping at this point that we do get popular enough, you would not believe what these bastards will do on stream.
Yeah, I know. Have no shame.
It's kind of the patients are in charge of the asylum, I guess. All right, so you have gone to Australia. You have found the second tablet, and you've been introduced to Seamus Earl McMillan.
High General Chief Inspector Constable of the Courts of Gaia.
High Courts of
Gaia.
Gaia.
High Courts of Gaia.
So basically, he's a cop.
Yep.
There we go. Thank you to everyone